The draft started?
Guys, it's the NFL draft.
It already started.
We got Eagles fans. We got Lions fans. We're going to be here for the whole first round, and we're just going to have some fun tonight. We're live in 30 seconds. Guys, we're live on the STT Sports Network for a live draft watch party as we watch all the candidates that are in the house there in Green Bay, get their introductions. I'm Phil Stiefel. We got two great Detroit Lions fans, Jax and Jason here, sitting opposite of me here as we're going to both be doing battle, hoping for the same tackles and edge rushers late in the first round. But, guys, make sure you guys do the things, hit the buttons above there, like, share, subscribe, do that kind of stuff for me. I greatly appreciate it. Jax, are you ready for your first podcast appearance here?
Yeah.
Nah, see, you're so hyped. I clicked go live.
A man, a few words, okay?
Yeah, dude, he was so hyped and ready to roll. I clicked go live. He's like, yeah.
I like how when the second that you went live, his demeanor changed. He's
like that. Jax. The Detroit Lions, the Philadelphia Eagles, the two best teams in football. Are you going to be able to make it till like 11 o'clock tonight when they make their selections?
I saw the
maybe not.
The betting odds. I don't know where you can bet on this, but the Lions were going to pick at 11:26 p.m.
I don't know if I'm going to make it that way.
I was going to say I might be out by then.
I'm praying for a trade up for the Philadelphia Eagles, so that we can avoid that. I love the NFL draft. I love watching it. Sometimes this is going to be very fun here, doing it this way, because I'm not going to be on my phone getting the spoilers before it comes on the TV. We'll see. I'm going to see it live on the TV before it happens, unless people like Marshawn right there. What's up, Marshawn? Unless people like you ruin it for me. Yeah. So here's a question I want to start with. When Jax is eligible for the NFL draft, because Jax is a star quarterback, and he's going to be in the NFL one day, do you want Jax showing up to draft night? Because I feel bad for some of these kids that are going to sit there. I was thinking about the Will Levis situation a couple of years ago. Just sat there. Aaron Rodgers a couple of years back. Would you want to be there just with that risk?
I would rather be home with get like Baker did a few weeks ago, or a few years ago, like when he had like all of his buddies and his family and everything. And I don't know. I feel like I'd want to be home. It's risky unless you're going to be like 1-1. It's risky.
Anything can happen. I mean, I just, I don't know if I'd want to be there. And honestly, it was in Philly a few years back, and I didn't even go out to the draft, to watch it live. But they seem to put on quite the show here for the fans here at the draft. And Green Bay is a good little city.
It was a hit last year in Detroit. I mean, they had like 2 million people went down there.
Yeah, it's insane what they put off here. I mean, I'm just watching this video right now. Look at the sea of people out there. I don't even know. Who's this dude singing right now?
This is a whole different ballgame for me. Can I just state that? Like, you're used to picking like at the end of the first round. I'm used to picking like in the top 10. So the fact that I'm at the weight is weird. Like,
hold on, no. I'm not used to picking late in the draft because Howie Roseman's so aggressive. I mean, 2 years ago we picked Jalen Carter at like 8 and Devontae Smith at 6. Like, even when we're good, we're still picking early in drafts because Howie Roseman is a genius.
What's funny is that I was so pissed. I was so pissed that year when the Lions didn't take Jalen Carter, which I still wish they did. But they ended up getting, by not picking Jalen Carter, they ended up getting Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Campbell, and Sam Laporta. So it ended up working okay.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how this year goes because last year, you guys, Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles, both got so lucky because neither of us thought Terry Arnold and Quinion Mitchell would be there after pick 12 or 14 or 15. And, I mean, we got Q at 22. You guys got Arnold after that, right?
No, I think Arnold was 21, I think.
Okay, so maybe, it was right around the same spot. Like, it was insane how it went. And you just never know what these teams are thinking, when we get to this point.
And there's always the weird run too. It's like somebody will draft an offensive tackle that you didn't expect was going to go there, and then all of a sudden everybody panics and they got to get their tackle. It's just,
the only thing that's really making this draft at least tonight intriguing is what happens with the quarterbacks, because we've been talking for a few weeks now how we think these quarterbacks are one of the weakest draft classes of quarterbacks in a long time. Obviously, we already know Cam Ward's going number 1, but you got Jackson Dart, you got Shador Sanders, and who's the other dude? Oh, Jalen Milroe from Alabama. They're your top 4 quarterbacks. This is like looking like a Geno Smith, EJ Manuel type draft class from like a decade plus ago. Like, that's how bad this draft class is.
If you're like a team like Tennessee and you need a can't miss guy, and then there really isn't one. I mean, I know Cam Ward's going to go number 1, but like I wouldn't call him can't miss.
Is Cam Ward in other years even a first round quarterback?
I think because of his the explosive arm, probably. Yeah. But I don't know. I just there's not that proven guy. There's not that like Andrew Luck or somebody like that where you're just like, yeah, this
Jalen Hurts, someone elite like Jalen Hurts in the draft,
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there's last year the run on quarterbacks and run on offensive players is what helped us out. I'm just curious to see, what's that position going to be that the run goes on this year? That's what I can't figure out. Like, is it going to be offensive tackle?
I think
is it going to be tight end? Like, I could see tight ends. There's only 1 or 2 great tight ends, but there's 3 or 4 other really good ones. And I see like a team drafting, whether it's Tyler Warren or one of the others, way too early, and it gets the 2 or 3 other tight ends off the board really quick.
I could see that. I think I am.
Yeah, he is a Lions fan. I mean, he's a star. But you know what, Marshawn? He's in good mood. And Jason and Jax are in great moods because the Detroit Pistons are playing basketball right now as well.
Did you guys see the jersey that he's got on right now?
Who is that?
Amon-Ra.
Oh, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's Jackson's boy.
Yeah. I mean, not as good as A.J. Brown, but, pretty close.
Oh.
Look at the look on his face.
The question
that look wasn't like a death stare.
The question of that, I don't know if this is like a national thing or if it's just in Detroit market, is that there's a lot of rumors that Jameson Williams is going to get traded tonight. So
really?
Yeah, there's all this speculation about him unfollowing all of his teammates and the Detroit Lions and then he wants an extension and he's still got 2 years left. So it's not,
okay. Well, he's not allowed to get an extension until you can get the extension before year 4.
So this is year 4 for him. So
okay, so he could get an extension.
I think he can get it after like June 1st or May 1st, June 1st, something like that. But
okay, gotcha.
So he wants the big money. He was
injured. Yeah. He's got drama, doesn't he?
Well, he's got drama. He's got suspended twice already. He's got the gun charge that went away. Like he hasn't. I mean, he's a stud. He takes the roof off, the lid off the defense for sure. But it's just a matter of does he get traded?
I know there's a lot of Eagles fans that draft wanted the Eagles to get Jameson Williams as well. What was that? That was
3 years.
I'm trying to think of what year it was. So that would have been the Jordan Davis year for us. So we went Jordan Davis then. Yeah. Because Jordan Davis is up for that extension right now too.
It's just wild because that I think that was the year they got Hutchinson, right? So they got Hutch and then they traded back up in the first round to get James.
Right. That is right.
You just can't.
Does Dallas Goedert get traded out? Not tonight. Nope. Dallas Goedert will get traded on day 3 of the draft for a 5th round pick with some kind of conditions that could bump it up to a 4th rounder. That's my prediction on Dallas Goedert, or he gets traded next week or cut next week is what I mean. It's crazy that Dallas Goedert's on his way out.
Is he really? For sure?
Yeah, I mean, he's on the last year of his deal. He's 30. They've got 3 other tight ends on the roster now. Dallas Goedert is going to be not an Eagle past this weekend. So
that's very strange.
Oh, Howie Roseman's got a philosophy right now. There's literally almost nobody on this team over 26 years old right now for the Eagles. So that's kind of what they're going for. Lions keeping that pick. They just paid Joseph $20 million per.
He did. I think they keep the pick. They got.
That's the safety they just gave a huge contract to, right?
Joseph, yeah. He has the most picks in the league since he got drafted. So I mean, it's kind of hard to not sign him at this point.
I don't know. I can see. I think at pretty much every single team from about 25 to 32 either is going to trade up, trade back. Like there's a scenario that they all trade out of the first round. But if they got one, you guys want an edge rusher, if one of those edge rushers is falling, you might grab them. You know what I mean?
It's one of those weird situations too, where you're going to see one of these teams. I think that maybe the Giants that need a quarterback but don't take one in the first round. If they go Abdul Carter, which I think they're going to, they need a quarterback bad. So I can see them popping back into the first round towards the end.
I was looking back at it when the Eagles did the same thing in 2018. They had the number 32 pick. They traded back and traded with the Ravens, and that's when Ravens got Lamar Jackson. They really didn't get a whole lot of picks it didn't cost us that much to trade back into the first round there. So that's actually when we got Dallas Goedert. So with the trade that we made there,
full circle.
What does the Lions need to address in the draft? Edge rusher for sure. What else do you need?
Edge rusher, linebacker, and then cornerback depth. That's our wish list.
Yeah, okay.
But I could also see it's weird because the strength of their team is their O-line, but they also kind of need a guard. So I wouldn't be surprised if they take a guard early.
We need a guard too. I know some people are crushing me because I Tate Ratledge, he's a right guard, projected to go in the second round by most teams. I kind of want him. He can step in and start at guard right away, and everyone's like, "Oh, no, you can patchwork it." I'm like, I don't want to patchwork nothing. Offensive line,
but that's the luxury.
Offensive line is the number one thing in football.
Right. But your team is so loaded that you have the luxury of if you think that's your guy, you can reach a little bit. You're drafting for need, not for want.
Yeah, I mean, we need a right guard, but we don't need much else. I mean, how many Super Bowl teams return 17 starters the next year?
Right.
We're returning, and every one of the starters we've lost, we already had the replacement outside of right guard already on the team. Well, we technically had a right guard already on the team, but not really good. Peanut, what's up, my man? That's right. That's what you do. Listen to us talk. Let's talk. Everybody talk here. That's what we're doing here tonight. We'll see if we can stay awake this long. I don't know if you guys know. I had dental surgery today. I had a tooth pulled. My mouth hurts like bejesus right now. It's bad. So
you got a beverage?
I'm hoping the beer thins my blood or dulls the pain, one or the other. So I'm not sure what it's gonna do.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but stay tuned.
I'm also on prescription painkillers right now, so I'm sure the beer is really helping there.
It's always good to mix beer with prescriptions.
Yep, absolutely.
Young kids out there.
I know. We're really teaching Jax the way to go here, Oh man. Look at that green. The green room's really classed itself up over the years. Used to be a couple round folding tables in a room. They got couches, they got leather seats, they got everything back there. They got catering back there now. Jeez. Jax, who's going to be in your table for night one of the NFL draft when you're in the draft?
When you're sitting in the green room.
When you're sitting in the room, waiting to be drafted.
1-1. Who's at your draft table? Who else? You can have 8 people. Phil? Oh, Phil!
I better be invited.
Number 2.
Darn straight, I better be invited.
Who else? Your brother? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't need a couple shots at him.
We're just rolling 3D. Oh, you got to have the agent.
You got to have the agent. I'll be your agent.
Maybe like my dad.
Yeah. What team hope drafts you, Jax?
What team do you hope drafts you?
The Eagles?
Ooh, Philly or the Lions?
There you go.
He's playing up to the hometown fans here.
I know, exactly.
Or Baltimore.
Or
pretty good choices.
Baltimore. Baltimore's like a dirty city. You don't want to go to Baltimore. It's a dump.
Dirty
Baltimore's a dump.
You don't like Baltimore?
The Rams.
The Rams?
Yeah.
You want to live in La La?
Yeah, I do.
Live in Hollywood. Date a Hollywood girl, actress.
I'm just excited because he said that when he gets drafted, I can live in his mansion in the basement. So
I mean, in LA, you know what I mean?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, what's the salary going to look like for a quarterback when he's in the NFL?
$85 million a year.
Yeah, a year. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of people there. A lot of people on that screen.
You know what's funny is that somebody brought up Kirby Joseph getting signed today, and he got $20 million or whatever, which is a lot. I mean, obviously, but the cap goes up $20 million a year. It's you got to. I mean, good. We're not used to this, and I think that's why people are freaking out in Detroit. Like, oh my god, we're spending so much money. We haven't had players we're signing. Like now we do for the first time, and there's a lot of them coming up in the same years. So it's like
Jess had that argument with a fan on Twitter when the Eagles gave an extension to Cam Jurgens, their center, and everyone's like, "Oh, 2029, they're gonna have so much money locked up in the." I'm like, dude, by 2029, the salary cap would have jumped by at least $120 million.
Yeah,
so I'm not worried about 2029.
As you guys know better than anybody, the salary cap's not really real in the NFL.
So I don't know how much you follow what Howie does, but the reason why Howie is so successful with the salary cap isn't because everyone says, "Oh, he just pushes the money down the road and deals with it later." He does so well because Jeffrey Lurie is willing to write out upfront bonus checks. Up front, which
you got to have the owner to do that.
You got to have an owner willing to spend big upfront money. I think Jalen Hurts' base salary this year was like $1 million.
Chiefs
that was
did
it.
Too. Patrick Mahomes, they did the same thing.
That's how you do it. But you got to have an owner willing to do that. So I don't ever worry. And why are fans worried about 2029?
Right.
If your team, no matter what your team is, if your team wins the Super Bowl in 25, 26, 27, you don't care about 2029.
Well, that was the point of like people were calling in to Detroit Sports Radio saying they're like the host was like saying that he's like everybody's like, oh, you got to get something for JMO. Well, you can. It's like wait, it's hard to win in the NFL, and you got a guy that can literally take the lid off of defense. Your window is right now to win, so you try to win now. Like you don't worry about 2029 or 2028 when he has to sign.
Nope.
You worry about that in 2 years.
Yep. I always say, and I talked about this with all sports. I never fault a manager or a general manager of any sports team if they swing for the fences.
No,
give out a big contract, do whatever it is, and it doesn't work out. It's all good. If you had a window and you went and swung for the fences and it didn't work out, because I talked about it with the Phillies 2 years ago. Ohtani was kind of being dangled by the Angels in trade at the trade deadline. Like I would trade, even though he wasn't going to sign a long-term deal, like I would have traded our top pitching prospect to get 3 months of Shohei Ohtani because you go all in. You try to win that World Series. Same thing in football.
The thing that I always go back to this, and this is like obviously the most extreme example possible, but like, okay, so back in, what was that, like 06 or 07 maybe, the Tigers had interest in Miguel Cabrera. He was on the Marlins at that point. Everybody wanted him, but the Marlins kind of dangled him out there. And the Tigers happened to have the number one position player and the number 2 pitcher prospect in baseball. And it's like, oh, it's going to take both of them. Oh, you can never do that. It's like, we're talking Miguel Cabrera, in his prime at that point.
Yeah.
So, and they did it, and it ended up being Cameron Maybin, which you know him, like a pretty much like a fourth outfielder, and
average.
Andrew Miller, who was a pretty good relief pitcher.
Was that all? Were they the top prospects you gave up for? Oh my god!
It was the number one position player and the number 2 pitcher, I think. And the Tigers traded both of them, and they're like, people are like freaking out. It's like you got Miguel Cabrera when he was like in his 20s. Like you do that trade every time.
Yeah, you swing for the fences, and I know I get crushed because I think what Marshawn's saying is because I'm crushing the Sixers for the big deal with Paul George and how it didn't work out. I get it, but I did say when Paul George was signed, it probably won't work out. But I can't fault him for getting the best player available at the time. You just kind of got to do that. So
Jackson got excited because he thought Marshawn Lynch was commenting on the podcast.
It is. It's Marshawn Lynch.
He thought it was beast mode, so he got excited.
Marshawn is a beast mode kind of a commenter, so that's absolutely who he is right there. Marshawn's a core. He's been following me. Well, real Marshawn Lynch has been commenting on my shows.
I've seen him on our shows before.
I also used to have Will Smith comment on my shows all the time. So I don't know whatever happened to Will Smith.
Then he tried to hit you, and it was all over.
Yeah. How's that guy not a GM? Louis Riddick.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I thought I wanted I almost said the Tigers. I wanted the Lions to get him when they got Brad Holmes. So in hindsight, I'm glad they didn't. But
Roll Tide. Why are we rolling Tide here? What's with the Roll Tide? Here's one for you. And Jax might not understand this one, but I'm gonna give it to you. Put out a poll on Twitter today. Which scenario do you remember and laugh at more right now? Okay, from draft night. Will Levis's girlfriend looking annoyed.
Yeah.
Okay. Russell Wilson's wife at the time with the big O face, and then he dumps her for Sierra right after that. Or CeeDee Lamb's girlfriend grabbing his phone, and then him grabbing the phone back, and then that didn't work out either. Why is Roger Goodell riding a bike on stage?
Because that's what they do with the practices. Remember?
What?
They
Ride
ride the kids' bikes to practices during training camp.
Oh, I didn't know. So all these kids are riding bikes out there now?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Anyway, I love the CeeDee Lamb, the girlfriend thing. I think it's hilarious and all.
The CeeDee Lamb one was great, and I would say, and then the Russ one was probably number 2.
Yeah. The whole Will Levis thing. The Will Levis girl, she ended up like getting like multi-million-dollar sponsorships from that night.
Smoking. Will Levis does
she-
pretty good with the ladies. I've heard.
Yeah, he does. For a bad quarterback, he does pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It pays to be a quarterback,
Yeah.
whether you're good or bad, Jax.
Should have been a quarterback.
Yeah. I should have had talent.
I'm just glad I have a handsome son who's a quarterback. Future stud.
Future. He's already a stud.
We were out there winging it a little bit today.
Yeah.
A shoulder shot, but
I was going to say, you're a little old. I don't know if you should be
the
doing
measuring stick of when we need to go home is usually when I can't throw anymore, when my shoulder hurts too much.
Yeah, that's. I don't even try to throw anything anymore because I can't.
QB1's got a cannon over here.
Yeah, I saw that like action shot of him throwing a football recently. You know, that was a pretty fire picture right there.
Got the mechanics.
He does. How far can you throw a football now, Jax?
30, 35 yards.
That's it? Oh, you got to start doing more push-ups then. I'm just kidding with you.
He's gonna go hit him right now.
Oh, man. I love it. I love it.
He's just flexing. Oh, hit your funny bone?
Whoa.
Funny bone.
Jax, why is it called a funny bone, Jax? Because it's not funny. It hurts, actually.
Jax, you got any good jokes for Phil?
No.
All right, we're about to roll with the first pick of the draft here.
What?
Yeah, I gotta. I'll pull it up on my phone. Pistons are up 4 for the record.
Pistons are up 4.
Yep.
How's Tobias Harris looking so far?
He's been good this year.
What do you call him? Unk? Jax, what do you think of Tobias Harris?
What do you think about Tobias Harris for the Pistons?
Who's that?
Unk.
Lil Wayne, known from being from Green Bay. I did not know that. But
yeah, he's a
interesting.
huge. Is he actually from Green Bay? I know he's a huge practice.
I don't know. I didn't know that. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing? Eagles time. Hope they don't trade. I hope they don't trade out. I hope I'm not sitting here for 4 hours for Howie to trade at like 11:30 tonight out of the first round. But we're gonna be here as long as my eyes can stay awake. That's how we're gonna describe this. As long as my eyes stay awake. Oh, he's saying no, he's not. This guy was joking. I guess that's who's up there. I mean,
he is a Packers fan.
Is he a Packers fan?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know who they are. They brought him out after screwing him for the Super. Oh, he was supposed to be part of the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh,
that's
really?
right. Yeah. That's the bathroom break time, the halftime show for the Super Bowl for me. That's just my opinion.
Overrated every time.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's been a long time since there's been a good half. Well, no. A couple of years ago it was good with the throwback R&B hip hop people.
That was good. I liked JT a few years ago was pretty good.
Yeah. Can we just like quit the intros and like get to the actual draft here? I mean, it's 8:07.
I was gonna say this is the problem right here. They take way too long.
Here's the question: does Tennessee take the full time before they make their selection?
I think they always do with in case the trade comes in.
Yeah, I mean, are they really going to trade that first pick?
No.
Honestly, if I was Tennessee, I would. I would trade that first pick to whoever wanted it and get multiple first round.
In a year when there's not the surefire guy, you do that every time. I think
you build your team, you get yourself a bunch of offensive linemen and defensive linemen.
If you can get like 3 picks for it,
yeah, absolutely. What do they do with Travis Hunter? Do you think a team lets him play both cornerback and wide receiver?
It sounds like he's going to go to the Browns from what I was reading today. I think they're going to have him play wide receiver first and then sprinkle defense.
Okay.
That was what the rumor was.
They run the draft like boxing and not MMA. They use all the time so teams know what time they'll generally. That's fair. That's true. I think it's unnecessary, but it's true.
You think Travis Hunter makes it in the league?
I don't know. I haven't watched enough other than the last couple weeks to the build up here. I just think that if you're pushing to play both sides of the football, I don't think he's good enough to be pushing for that. If that makes sense. Like he's no Shohei Ohtani. You know what I mean? Who can do both things and get away with it. You know what I mean?
Remember Charles Woodson when he was so good at Michigan?
Yeah.
He played both ways. He didn't even play both ways in the NFL.
No. Football's different. I mean, one of the Eagles legends from back in the 50s played both ways, but we're talking the 50s. You know what I mean? So big difference there. A little chilly up there in Green Bay.
Is it?
I guess. Adam Schefter's got like a hoodie on under his sports coat. Somebody in the Titans draft room's on the phone.
Who's the best player in this draft, in your opinion? Just regardless of position, just the best player.
Cam Ward.
Abdul Carter.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think Abdul Carter.
I think so too.
I think if I think the Titans could make a case to draft Abdul Carter #1 overall.
Yeah.
I really truly do.
They're showing it. They're just showing us highlights.
I mean, that's also not saying much because this class is that weak, in my opinion.
Here's the problem with the Browns. Even if they draft Travis Hunter, you got a lot of bad quarterbacks on your roster.
They got a lot. At least they have quarterbacks. The Steelers only have Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
And that's all they have on their roster.
At least they have the Browns signed Flacco, which is surprisingly not that bad.
Flacco can still sling the ball occasionally.
If Flacco's your backup, you're in good shape.
I think the Browns will take whatchamacallit, but they should take Abdul Carter at #2.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a defensive line with Abdul Carter and Myles Garrett on it? I mean, they already play solid defense to begin with. You put the two of them for the next 5 years on your defensive line. I wouldn't want to play against the Browns then. That's how you do it. You can make average cornerbacks better with great defensive linemen. So,
well, and you saw that on display with your team. Like you guys had such a good defensive line that it just wrecked the entire game.
Well, even in 2022, James Bradbury and Darius Slay were all pros. The next year, we got rid of a couple of our guys on the defensive line, and they stunk.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you got to have great defensive line and defense and offensive line. If I was a GM, I would make sure I have all that before I worry about any other position on the field.
That's why I love the Lions GM so much. First thing he did was when he came here, Penei Sewell. Second year, Aiden Hutchinson. He just builds up the lines.
It was a few years ago at Penei Sewell. I won't lie. I thought he was going to be a bust, and I don't remember why I thought that, but I thought he was going to be a bust.
I was so pumped. I remember it was actually the first year of All About the Birds, and I came on your draft show, and I was freaking pumped because they drafted him.
Cleveland should take Carter. Or Tennessee should take. Yeah, I mean, look, Cam Ward's going 1, Jonathan. It looks like Hunter will go 2, but it should go Carter, Hunter 1, 2. That is how it should go, for sure. Let's go. What's up, Showboats? How you doing? Tanner McKee. I would love it. There's a lot of teams that need a quarterback. I would take Tanner McKee, Adam, over any of the quarterbacks in this draft.
Wow, really?
I mean, Tanner McKee. No, I don't really agree with that. I just know there's a lot of Eagles fans that love Tanner McKee. And there's one that comments on my morning show all the time that says he's going to take over for Jalen Hurts and lead them to a Super Bowl. I'm like, oh my God, it's so bad. Because he played week 18 in a meaningless game and put up like 265 yards and stuff like that.
Tanner McKee is the Eagles backup.
Which safety Bird's going to draft? I would love Malachi Starks. They would have to trade up to get Malachi Starks. I think he's the best safety. That's actually our biggest need, but Howie won't draft the safety. So if they don't get him, Memphis Showboats, Jalen Reed from Penn State can be had in the 3rd or 4th round. That's who I want the Eagles to draft. I think he'd be really good. Yep, that's right. Please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'm not ditching anybody. I'm listening to all comments. We got it all. We're all here just to watch and have fun. Miki has to stay because of how he knows the system, and they don't want to have to teach someone else. He's not special. I don't see. The thing is with Tanner McKee is his trade value is at its highest right now, and a team like New Orleans with Kellen Moore, who just coached him for the last year. Yeah. Derek Carr's out for the year now, and I think they got Ben DiNucci and Spencer Rattler as their other 2 quarterbacks. So maybe you could fleece the Saints for a 2nd or 3rd round pick for Tanner McKee. Maybe Pittsburgh, maybe the Giants. I would do it in a heartbeat. The Eagles could draft the quarterback in the 7th round and get the same amount of production that they do out of Tennessee.
Most popular guy in town is always the backup quarterback, right?
Exactly. Everybody loves a backup. Everybody overvalues a backup when certain things, happen as well. Muchas gracias, Adam. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, my man. Come on, just announce Cam Ward so we can find out where the real draft begins with pick 2.
We got Saban rocking the Eagles.
The draft starts at 8:00. It's
Saban's
8:15, and we haven't gotten anything yet.
Saban's rocking the Eagles green.
Is he? The most anticlimactic first pick. I like it when there's still a little doubt on who's going to go number 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let there be some doubt. Let there be some suspense. There ain't no suspense here.
The pick is in.
I
think I'm ahead of you again.
Oh. I got Roger Goodell walking out right now.
Oh, you might be ahead of me then.
I just heard the dun 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 dun.
Yeah, you're ahead of me.
Wow.
What the hell?
Yes. Finally, first time that I'm ahead of you in anything in life.
Fast forward it all.
I can't fast forward it. It's live.
Cam Ward. You know what I noticed when a lot of these guys were doing their intros? The suits weren't as flashy as years before.
Yeah, they used to be crazier.
Yeah. What's up, Dominic? How you doing? We this was the most anticlimactic first pick. We all knew it was going to be Cam Ward. Give me Cam Ward's ceiling, Jason.
Ceiling?
Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
That's as good as he can be. That's hard though, because CJ Stroud's still pretty young.
Yeah. That is tough.
I'm like, what?
Okay.
Can he win a Super Bowl?
No.
Can he, if you put him on an elite team, win a Super Bowl?
No.
I say second pick.
That's what I feel like.
I don't know.
Hold on, the Browns are trading their pick to Jacksonville.
Which Jackson? Oh, Hunter. That makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense, and that's actually good for the Browns too.
Who they traded?
They traded.
Yeah, so the Jags are on the clock. The Browns and the Giants were both. Yeah, everybody in the chat, let me know what I couldn't hear what Adam Schefter was saying. What the what the trade was. Let me see if I could find it on here. Steven, whenever you're ready, you could join in. What was this trade? I gotta.
This is gonna be Travis Hunter because they went out. They have gone out and said that they want to get weapons for Lawrence. So
trying to.
Hunter.
All right, so the Browns are trading the number 2 pick and a 4th rounder and a 6th rounder to the Jaguars. Jaguars are trading the 5th pick, a 2nd round pick, a 4th round pick, and next year's 1st round pick.
See, that's why you do that if you're the Browns.
Yeah, you're getting an extra first. Yeah, you're moving back 4 spots and getting a 1st rounder next year.
That's a great trade for the Browns.
Yeah, and the Jags are going to stink next year too.
Yeah, that's a great trade for the Browns.
Yeah, Hunter.
So who's
Hunter's
it's got to be for Travis Hunter, right?
It's going to be. They said they want to get Trevor Lawrence weapons. So
yeah, Trevor Lawrence is overrated. So I mean, that's like Cam Ward might be only as good as Trevor Lawrence. You know,
I always find it hard to judge quarterbacks until they get. I mean, when he's running for his life every play.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Although drafting Travis Hunter doesn't help the cause.
Doesn't he have an AEW show to do right now? Tony Khan. Sorry, AEW wrestling.
Yeah.
The owner of it's the son of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, that's how he got the money to buy it. Start AEW. He used daddy's money. Insane move by the Jags. An average wide receiver plus a good cornerback is no. Giving up next year's 1st round pick for any of these guys isn't worth it.
Yeah, no, I agree. With
Maybe let me say, if they were doing this to draft Abdul Carter, it would make sense to me. But to go get a wide receiver, it don't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
It does nothing for me. The one thing I will say, at least the NFL, when these trades get announced, don't make them put the other team's hat on. Like the NBA.
Right.
Like, oh, you're traded to the
here you
Pistons.
got to swap
but it was
hats.
the Sixers pick. You still got to wear the Sixers hat.
You got to swap hats. Yeah.
No, I love it. Giants. Yeah, I mean,
did you see all the stuff with him with tweeting out stuff about Lawrence Taylor and stuff this week? He wants to go to the Giants.
Who? Abdul Carter?
Yeah.
That's going to piss me off.
He's been retweeting every single thing that came out about him, like talking about like number 56, like Lawrence Taylor and everything.
Carter is way better than Hunter, 100%. I really hope the Giants screw up here and take a quarterback or trade, because the Giants and the Browns were looking to trade out of that spot. So
I think, again, great trade for the Browns.
Yeah. The Jags made this trade, and they're still milking the clock. Like, why? You obviously just trade it for this. You know what I mean? Like, just announce it.
I don't know.
Tell us who you're taking.
You're this bad of a team, you don't give up your future first-round picks. You just don't.
No, you know who you're getting here.
Yeah.
That's a lot to give up, too.
Yeah, you need as many draft picks as you can get.
Yeah. The Jags also got the Browns got an extra second this year, too. Second and fourth, really.
I thought you were going to
They got a future first and an extra second.
I thought you were going to stop after that before you said the future first, too. I'm like, oh, that's
insane. It's a lot to move up for one of these guys. This is the kind of move that I'm not going to say if it doesn't work out. When it doesn't work out, get you fired as a general manager.
They fire their coach every year, so it doesn't matter.
Right, that is true. That is true. Anthony, by the way, what's up? Glad to see you in the chat tonight. And everybody watching, there's over 20 people watching on YouTube. Those like buttons, share buttons, subscribe buttons, please. Yeah. That's 2 top second-round picks this year for the Browns. That's how I'm just looking at the board now here. That means that they're going to be able to draft Mason Graham, Will Campbell, any of these guys, the Browns. Maybe the Browns draft Sanders at 5. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Browns have Kevin Costner running the draft. I have never seen draft day, just so you know.
He wants his
never
pick
seen
back.
it.
He wants his pick back.
Yeah. I've seen that clip on social media 100 times. Wonder who the Commanders get.
He didn't like the quarterback because nobody went to his birthday party. You don't want a quarterback where nobody likes you. That's not the way to go.
Yeah, Jonathan, I just made this joke. Cleveland taking Sanders at 5 would be a riot right there.
I can see that.
And then they'll be drafted a quarterback again next year with their extra first-round pick.
Just
That's what's going to happen. Travis Hunter don't look like a guy that's about to get called.
Abdul Carter?
Maybe they're going – I don't know. Maybe that other screen he's smiling.
I would like that.
He's got a hat in his hand, so yeah, it's Travis Hunter.
If it was Abdul Carter, I'd actually like that trade better for them.
Yeah. You mortgage your future for Travis Hunter.
So a second, a fourth, and a sixth, or the second overall pick, a fourth and a sixth for the 5th overall pick, second and fourth this year, first next year, like you said.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
It's a lot, man. Draft day is so bad. It's good. It's one of those movies.
It is.
Yeah, I've seen like the one clip on Reels a million times.
It really is that good of a movie.
I prefer Moneyball.
Oh, Moneyball's way better.
Moneyball sucks too, but I enjoy
I like Moneyball. I actually don't mind Moneyball. It's way better than Draft Day.
I just like it all in the background when I'm doing different things.
Yeah.
Cowboys drafting a quarterback? Yeah, I mean, they might, Adam.
Who knows with the Cowboys? God.
I really thought they were going to go all in for Sanders and then sign Dion as their head coach.
Sanders or Genty. Who's that? Who's that?
Moneyball is good. I enjoy it.
Oh, I know who that is.
Who?
That is Amik Armstead. That's the Jaguars end.
Dude, I don't know who that is.
I don't either. I'm like, who's that guy? He's like, oh, that's Amik Armstead. Who?
Amik Armstead.
He knows way more than we do.
I don't know why. I don't know why I got so lucky with this kid. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You did. You got very lucky. You got a smart kid there that knows more than you.
He loves football.
And me. Oh man,
he's a big boy.
He is a big boy. You know what I love about the NBA draft when Adam Silver's out there?
Yeah,
he's taller than the players getting drafted and stuff like that. Because Adam Silver's a small boy.
Oh, Reek Armstead. Jackson is correct.
Ridiculous how smart that kid is.
Too. It's actually a Reek.
Oh, did he mispronounce it?
Yeah.
Still right though.
You watch Draft Day today, Dominic? You're a good man. Good man for that. Again, have not seen 1 second of it other than that one clip.
You're gonna spend time watching a movie that probably isn't the right one.
Yeah. No. Sorry, Dominic. Love you, buddy. Get the pick in. I know. I just give me the pick.
God, we're gonna be here until
best NBA draft was when Stern was retiring. They
Yeah.
booed him every draft and cheered Silver.
Yeah.
Silver gets announced the commission. They booed him. Yeah, exactly. That is true.
How many no cards does he have? Jeez.
Travis Hunter it is.
Pull out the clip of their new
Why can these NFL players and NBA players, when they do it in the NBA draft,
pink suit
not read the index cards?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they struggle so much reading like a simple index card.
The color's pink.
Look at this pink suit.
Should be renamed Howie Roseman's story. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Best GM in the world right there, Howie Roseman. Jason, you should have Jax pick your golf picks. He's
Seriously.
I mean, yeah.
You're not wrong.
We should have put it Jackson the one and done. If Jax starts the one and done right now, he would probably whoop all of us.
Travis Hunter.
He's picked his golf picks in the past by who looks like they'd be a nice guy. So
Travis Hunter looks like Lovely Lou walking on the stage.
who?
Lovely
Who?
Lou.
Who?
Lovely Lou.
Who's that?
A made-up name. He looks like a girl.
Oh jeez. Jackson's gonna get us canceled.
I know. I'm getting canceled. It's okay. I need a break anyway. This guy's got a lot of energy.
He does. He's pumped.
I mean,
We watched Jackson and I watched like a behind the scenes thing about him. It was like a
Jump into
3 or
the
4
sun.
hour thing, like about just like a day in the life of him. He's a cool dude.
I disagree with this, Harvey, Jonathan. I think what Cleveland did was great. Because I think Travis is not worth the number 2 pick. They got a second pick and another first next year. They got a steal. They only went back 4 spots. I think it was a
stud.
steal.
Yeah.
That's
Jump into the crowd, Travis.
right now. You got Mason Graham, Will Campbell, and Abdul Carter on the board. Can the Giants screw this up and not take Abdul Carter, please? I really think to make a mistake.
You want to talk about a coach and a GM that I don't understand how they still exist on that team.
The Giants, yeah.
Giants.
How did they not fire their GM after getting caught live on the air? Talking about
It's the stupid.
Saquon Barkley the way they did.
I'm also like that Bill Carter.
I think this one's going to come down to the wire here for the Giants. I think the Giants are trying to trade too.
Jackson said the stupidness of the Giants will select Abdul Carter.
That's what.
Well, that would be a smart move. That's very unlikely.
Well, I know, but I think he was just talking about their franchise in general.
Well, their franchise is terrible.
Who's that?
Don't know. His dad.
Oh, it is his dad. You're right.
We got a spoiler here that the Giants are taking Abdul Carter. That is a damn. That's a damn shame. He does want to. I mean, he'll be happy with that. He wanted to play for the Eagles because that's his home team, or his favorite team growing up. But he wanted to stay on the East Coast and close to him. So
he seemed like he was fired up after his visit with them. So
yeah, that's a smart move by the Giants. It's a sucky move, but it's a smart move, Anthony.
He might never draft a quarterback ever.
Yeah, I mean, why would you?
Like never.
Just collect bad ones instead. Travis Hunter's only 6 foot. I guess I didn't know.
Oh, I thought you said it. When you said this, John, then I thought it was a lock already. I thought that you can normally find these picks like a minute early online somewhere.
What, you think he's like 7'5" or something?
Travis Hunter's only 6 feet even. Did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, they got Brian Burns. They got, what's his name? We'll see if we could pry Kayvon Thibodeau from them. There's a lot of rumors that the Eagles and the Giants are going to trade Goddard for Thibodeau, plus some other
stuff.
There
was some Lions rumors for Thibodeau, too, because they almost drafted Thibodeau a few years ago.
The Eagles almost did that, too. Jax, could you rock a pink jacket like that? Would you wear a pink jacket?
No.
Well, yeah, Dominic, they're still going to suck. They're just going to be a little bit better because they got one good player.
Pink is like one of my favorite colors.
Pink is one of his favorite colors, he wanted to tell you.
Okay. Well, that's good.
When you're QB1 and you can beat up half your class, then you're allowed to.
Yeah, I mean,
you can wear pink.
Exactly.
We've been live for 45 minutes. There's been 2 picks.
This is pathetic. This is the part of the draft that I hate. I do. I hate it.
That's a lot of snaps.
I would never have picked Hunter at 2. Neither. We all are consensus agreeing with that, and I think Jacksonville.
I wouldn't have taken him either, but 1,481 total snaps for him this year. That's a lot of snaps.
Giants are the Cleveland Browns to the Northeast. That is accurate.
They might even be more.
Ryan Dowell looks happy. Whoever showing or whatever is happy too. What's up, Timmy? Oh, hold on. So they did take Abdul Carter. Everyone was saying Abdul was the move. Timmy's saying it's Will. So let's just wait and see what the commish says here on my TV.
The fans want Carter.
Nah, it's Abdul Carter. Damn it.
That was the most no-brainer pick.
Abdul will be an Eagle in 4 years. Mark it down right now. Such a Jacksonville move. Rick, absolutely correct on that. Absolutely correct.
God, Abdul Carter's a beast.
It said the Giants wanted Travis Hunter, but if he is gone, they want a Carter. Yeah. I don't know why anybody. Yeah, absolutely.
He's a Rosenhaus.
Said it's Will out because that would be the dumb move. Gotcha, Tim.
Look at that chain.
Abdul Carter is going to be a beast in the NFL, and the Eagles great offensive line. The Giants have a great defensive line. So
got a lot of Myles Garrett. He reminds me of Myles Garrett, actually.
I think that's a fair comparison. Didn't he miss a little time last year or 2 years ago with an injury?
Yeah.
So always can worry about that. What is this outfit he's rocking?
He is from Philly, huh?
Yeah, he's a Philly kid.
James Franklin.
Please let Will Johnson fall. I don't know who's the person that's going to fall the most. I'm not sure yet.
Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. I can see Sanders not getting drafted at all. That would be kind of funny if he doesn't get drafted. Like tonight, I mean. Like get drafted tomorrow or whatever.
You're probably gonna.
As an Eagles, like you guys are Lions fans. Like how much would it pain Jax to have to put on a Minnesota Vikings hat in a draft? Like to be an Eagles fan, have to put a Giants hat on. I know it's not a Cowboys hat, but still, it's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. Jackson going to the Bears. That would be rough.
Oh, that would be brutal. Brutal. Sanders probably go to the Steelers. Yeah.
Parsons,
that probably is very likely.
I would demand a release.
I could see Sanders to the Saints, too, coming up here.
Yeah. Like I said, I just said the Saints need a quarterback. That's why I want to
Saints they need everything.
It says that they're going to get Shedeur on my
Jalen Hurts will look like this now playing against the Giants. Yeah, I mean, he's going to the Eagles are going to have battles in the trenches against the Giants for sure.
Next pick will be Will Campbell.
This is interesting now. It's the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
It'll be
Patriots have spent a lot of money this offseason.
Patriots, they need their line was a disaster last year.
Yeah. I mean, who's the best offensive lineman in the draft right now? Would that be Will Campbell?
Yeah.
Campbell from LSU, right?
Yeah. I guess that's who they kind of have to go with right now in this spot. Rick, I agree. I'm hoping for Walter Nolan as well. They should probably just trade up for him.
They were saying Will Campbell might be an interior lineman, but I think if you think he's a stud, you draft him. He could play tackle. He could play guard.
Hey, Nims, you're spot on. The Phillies will not lose tonight. That is 100% accurate. The Phillies don't play tonight, Jason, just so you know. So they can't lose.
The Tigers are also off at the moment.
A lot of MLB teams are. I mean, you can't compete ratings-wise with the NFL draft. So why would you try?
What are you about to say? What?
That guy has his forehead's like bigger than the world.
You know what that's called, Jax? It's not a forehead. It's a 5 head.
You look like a bob head.
A 5 head, not a bob
head.
It's not a 4 head. It's a 5 head. Yeah, that's good point there. Carter will have a rough first year, maybe 2, because the Giants are trash teams, and absolutely agree. The Giants are trash.
The Giants.
I'll ask you. I love how they keep showing Sanders' couch and nobody's sitting in Sanders' couch. That's
The
the
Giants-
third time they've put Sanders' couch up on the screen.
The Giants' defense isn't really. I mean, they're not great, but they're not bad.
The defense.
The offense is the problem mainly.
The defense has Brian Burns.
Brian Burns, yeah.
Yeah, Brian Burns is solid.
And they have Dexter Lawrence.
Just a team that spends money in the
Yes,
worst
they-
possible spots. Like,
Yep.
Daniel Jones and Brian Burns. Like, I mean, Burns is good, but
We've gotten 4 picks in so far in 35 minutes. We're really, really cruising right along here.
oh no.
My guess is I don't make it to the Eagles pick.
Pistons are on
Howie.
12 at halftime. Oh,
Up
13.
12?
No, down 12.
Ugh.
Down 13, sorry, at halftime.
Howie has a drop dead point for 20 players to fall, where you trade up if they fall past. Yeah, I agree. I was listening to Howie talk the other day, and he talks about how he works backwards. So he looks at the worst case scenario before the best case scenario. So Howie's got a plan, and I fully expect him to be aggressive and trade up. Giants D will be bad because they're on the field all the time. Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
is
great
true.
point from Timmy. Absolutely a great point. Who's going to be the Giants quarterback next year?
Russ.
Is that Russ? Oh yeah, that's right. They did sign Russ. I forgot about that. Well, that ain't going to work out for them much.
Just use a spoon. Just use the spoon.
All right, on the
Didn't
pick
they
is
sign-
in, but we don't know who the
they
pick
signed-
is for the Patriots.
Giants have Jameis too, don't they?
Yeah, the Giants signed Jameis Winston and
Why?
Russell Wilson
Why did they sign both?
because they're not a smart team. They can have Saquon Barkley, and they don't.
That's what the Steelers did last year. Why do you get Fields and Russ? It makes no sense.
And then today,
My son is playing 2K with Sixers Celtics from '83. That's the only. Yeah, I can't watch the NBA playoffs, even though I'm rooting for the Pistons. I just can't do it. I can't watch the NBA playoffs right now.
They're getting whooped right now.
That sucks. That's unfortunate.
The Knicks. They're a couple years away from contending, I think.
Who, the Pistons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have pieces.
all right.
They have good pieces. They're young.
I thought you said they.
You know what's funny about the Pistons? Little fun fact. Not that we're talking about
Yeah, we can
basketball.
talk whatever.
So Auburn, they went really far. They went to when they go to the Final Four.
Mhm.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Their average age of their team was 1 year less than the Pistons.
That's crazy.
College basketball.
That's insane.
Their oldest player is 1 year older than Kate
Yeah.
Cunningham.
Auburn's star player was a year older than Kate Cunningham, who's been
I
in the NBA for 3 years.
It's ridiculous. King Cunningham's turned himself into a player.
Yeah, he's a superstar.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Turned himself into quite the stud.
I didn't think he was a one on a good team, but he's turned himself into that.
I think I remember you telling me that when you guys drafted him.
He just needs to learn how to shoot a little bit. We'll be good to go.
Pistons can grab boards and take the Knicks to 7.
Who knows how to do that?
I would love to see them win.
They're getting whooped tonight, though.
That series 1-1 coming in tonight, right?
Yeah. Back in Detroit for today. It's hard when I don't want to make excuses because obviously the series is a long way from being over, but it's hard when a team's going in their first playoffs. You know what I mean? Like they've never been there before. None of their guys have been besides
Tobias.
Yeah.
Tobias put up 0 points in the last game with the Sixers in the playoffs last year. So he's doing much better this year than he did last year. I'll tell you
I
that.
sent you that text the other day. I said he's got 22 in the first half, and you just sent
He had
me like
25 for the whole game now.
10 crying laughing faces.
Oh,
Yeah, they
man.
call him Ankh now because he's their only veteran player.
Brunson literally poked the guy's eye tonight on a shot attempt. Jalen Brunson is
He is the biggest flopper I've ever seen.
frustrating as hell to watch. All right, Patriots.
The pick is in. Will Campbell?
Yep, Will Campbell. Yep,
Is it?
getting themselves alive. That's a big boy right there.
You have to do
It's an
that.
interesting suit choice.
You're a couple.
Interesting
Samples.
suit choice.
I told you, Will Campbell.
I didn't know double-breasted suits were in.
Double-breasted green pinstripe suits.
I know. I mean, that's an interesting jacket. No tie.
He's a big
This
boy.
looks like only Eagles fans. I'm getting Danny Watkins vibes from this guy just watching him walk. Okay. Jason won't know Danny Watkins.
I
I
know
mean,
who
Jax
that is.
will probably know Danny Watkins, but that's about it.
Next
It's a
pick.
guy the Eagles drafted a long time ago in the first round to play offensive line, but he was a firefighter from Canada,
Okay.
and he just looked like a firefighter, and he quit like football right away to become a firefighter. So one of the biggest busts ever. Brunson. Oh yeah, I already put that one up there. Sorry. Would still take Tobias over Paul George. Yeah, I know. So would I. Phillies at Cubs tomorrow. Cubs 12, Phillies 4. No. Yeah, doesn't he just the way he walked and carried his body. Rick, I got Danny Watkins vibes. Yeah, Danny Watkins was the best firefighter the Eagles ever drafted. Yeah. That's not good. Rick's saying they sweep the Cubs this weekend. Not happening. Not happening. I'll bet you a slice of pizza on that. What?
The Phillies are a mess?
Phillies are a mess, all right. That is correct.
The next pick is
Jalen Brunson is a ball hogger and a big flopper.
He's that guy that, like, no matter what, goes by a guy and whips his head back. Like, I can't stand that guy.
No. I thought they were trying to eliminate that, and then he just gets away with it. All right, the Browns are back on the clock.
Sir Thompson got called for that the other. Who? The Browns? Yeah.
Yeah, Browns are back on the clock now.
Sir Thompson got called for a foul against Jalen Brunson the other day that he was about 3 or 4 feet away from him, and Brunson did the head flop, and they called it, and Thompson's like, what?
So stupid.
now.
He is a fraud.
Did you fart?
Rick Brunson had lunch at your bar? Not Jalen Brunson. You wouldn't serve Jalen Brunson, but Rick Brunson, that's okay.
My kids letting him go over here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No throwing up on the air. Let me know. I'll
Next pick is Shador or Genty.
Jackson says Shador or Genty here.
Dude, that would be hilarious. They got 2 first-round picks next year, and they're going to go with the quarterback this year. They should be using those 2 first-round picks.
Really, what are they going to pick? Here, Mason Graham?
I guess. I'm not even sure. I don't think you pick Sanders here.
Or Jalen
Next
Walker.
year, you got 2 first-round picks to move up one to get. What's the kid? There's a quarterback that everyone's already planning on tanking for next year.
He's a quarterback that everyone's taking for next year.
Quarterback?
Not what's his name? Not Carson Beck, right?
Next year?
No. Is it
I can't think of what team.
I don't even know. Somebody from the NFL already, son.
Let me look. Oh, Arch.
Oh yeah, Archie Manning Jr. Yeah. That's everybody wants to tank for him.
He's only a junior. He's not even played yet.
Jalen Brunson, yeah, exactly.
It's funny that Arch hasn't. Oh, look, it's your mom.
Mom's as he's got food dripping down his face right at that exact moment. Yeah, Arch Manning, that's right.
Threw me off for a second.
I don't know how I could.
Off for a second.
What's that?
That whole message threw me off for a minute. I'm like, what? Oh,
yeah. If you ever want to hear slightly non-positive talking about the Phillies, you'll hear come. Yeah, you're gonna do a podcast tonight about the Phillies when the draft's going on. What's up with that? Come on now.
It's not good for ratings.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
She's talking.
Jax is good for ratings. I'll tell you that.
He's eating ice cream.
Yeah. He's like, for those that remember the Seinfeld episode of George Costanza at the U.S. Open, eating a bowl of ice cream and getting it all over his face. That's Jax right now.
What?
Rick saying Archie Manning's going to stay 4 full years, maybe.
He might. Archie's different. Have you ever heard him talk?
No, I have not.
He's got a really good head on his shoulders. He does not care about being famous. He's like, I think he's the highest paid college football player in NIL right now. And he did this whole thing this year about how he's like, I don't deserve this. Like, I haven't played yet. I played, 3 games or something? He said
call it. Weird stat they just put up under Will Campbell's name. He's only the 2nd offensive lineman ever taken out of LSU in the 1st round.
Wow.
Big program like that. Won national championship games.
25 years.
Yeah. He's the only 1st round pick? That's kind of crazy.
I say Mason Graham or
Jackson says Mason Graham.
Mason Graham? Yeah, I think that's probably the pick here. It better not. Like, I hope it's Sanders because that'd be funny. But
who?
Genty or
Genty to where?
It could be Genty.
Genty to the Raiders, maybe? Oh.
Yeah. The pick is
dun.
like Austin.
What is up, Joseph? How you doing, my man? Hope you're well. Mason Graham goes.
It's Joe.
No.
Hi, Joe.
Dad's looking on right now like, yep, I got paid. My kid.
Mason Graham.
Mason Graham's dad looked like how Jax is. You're going to look when Jax gets drafted.
That's a good pick. He's a stud. He goes to the other school, but he's a stud.
Oh, he's got autographs on his inside. I'm like, why is he showing off the inside of his jacket? It's so plain. And there's a little autograph at the top of it.
He's a Michigan Wolverine. We won't hold that against him, though.
What's that?
He's a Michigan Wolverine. We won't hold that against him, though.
Michigan State. Same thing, right?
Gold jacket, green jacket.
The Eagles will not go linebacker in the first round. I know some people are predicting the Eagles will go linebacker in the first round. I do not think so. I think they expect him to be ready by week 1. Tim, is what I've read. He's ahead of the curve on his thing there.
You hear the? Did you hear the analysis about the Eagles linebackers?
No.
They already have Nakobe Dean and Zach Bond.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nakobe Dean got hurt though. You can never have too many at a position.
Not a joke.
And you're as great, Jack. Someday you'll know what it's like to be a Super Bowl champion, and when you are, then you can pick whatever you want. You know, being the Super Bowl champion. You know, I know you and your dad never experienced a Super Bowl, but you know, let alone a Super Bowl champion.
Or my dad.
Yeah, or your dad, or your dad's dad. Michigan State always jealous of big. That's true. That's true, Rick. We'll agree on that one.
You're not wrong.
They got Trot too. Yeah, don't forget about Trot Jr. too. I'm not as high as others, Tim, on Trot Jr. Dave McCormick was an offensive tackle from LSU that was drafted in the first round, but to the AFL. Oh. Well, that doesn't count. Okay, that doesn't count. That's not the NFL.
Mason Graham is a really good pick for them.
Next
Yeah.
pick is
Put him on that D line with
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Couldn't think of what his fucking name was.
Yeah. Okay. No, I mean they got him, and they got an extra first round pick next year, and 2 seconds if they want to trade back into the first round this year.
Yep.
I mean, the Browns. That was smart first hour for the Browns.
I say next pick Genty
Jackson says Genty's going next.
or Shador.
Or Shador.
Who's on the clock right now?
Raiders. The Raiders.
The Raiders.
But said that they're so
Jackson's house like half of this thing of ice cream already.
Kind of jealous. It's not that I'm not high on him. I'm not as high as other people are on him. Very undersized. But so is Nakobe Dean. But
I don't think he can hear you.
I don't just like him just because of his last name, Rick. Billy's drunk complimenting the Browns. I am not drunk. I'm not even halfway through my first beer. I'm probably not even supposed to be drinking this beer right now, Tim, but I am. Mason Graham is a beast. I agree. He's going to be good. He's going to be good for him. Raiders are up. Looks like they made their decision. Shador being disrespected. Got him dropping. Get him Pittsburgh or Cleveland will later. There ain't no disrespect. He's disrespecting the draft because he hasn't been sitting on his couch in front of his TV at all yet. He might, Rick. He's got a long way to go, Trotter Jr. He really does. Long way to go. At least at this point. We'll see. I'm confident that Nakobe Dean will be healthy by week 1.
You know who likes Nakobe Dean?
Who?
This guy.
I don't like that.
Nakobe Dean was
I like Zach Bond.
Nakobe Dean was somebody I wanted in the draft a few years ago. A lot of people thought he was going to go in the first round. He went in the third.
I wanted the Lions to take him that year so bad.
Yeah.
That one hurt.
Undersized, but
Yeah, but
really smart, good tackler.
Pro Bowler.
What?
look at him now, Pro Bowler. That's what he said.
Rick, I am drinking. This is something my wife picked up. Golden Road Brewing Mango Cart Wheat Ale. I don't know if you can see that, Rick. I know you're a beer enthusiast. Mango Cart Golden Wheat Ale. Golden Road Brewing. It's pretty tasty, actually.
Has Rick had zombie dust?
Zombie dust, Rick? Have you had zombie dust? Rick shows all about the birds and beer. So,
have you had zombie dust, Phil?
Is it gonna
I don't know. It sounds familiar.
gonna be Genty or Shador?
Genty went here.
Told you.
Raiders with a running back. I'm sure that's exactly what the Raiders need.
I was just about to say
at this
that.
point.
Like, yeah, I know he's good, but my God.
Yeah. Dean dropped due to injury
Your team
concerns.
is
Yeah,
so bad. Your team is so bad. You have so many needs.
A running back is not the top thing.
No, running back is a luxury at this point for them. They have so many needs. Their offensive line sucks. Their defensive line sucks.
Okay.
He says Zombie Dust, very nice pale ale.
Next.
There you go.
Zombie Dust is delicious. If you like Two Hearted, Zombie Dust is, I would say, in the Two Hearted-ish family.
Okay. I mean, I like the Two Hearts IPA. It's a good sipping IPA, or not sipping, drinking IPA.
Zombie Dust is similar to that, where you can't drink a ton of them, but maybe 2 or 3, and you're good.
I'm a big IPA guy. I love my
pretty heavy
IPAs.
I
say Saquon helped the running back there. That is correct, Jonathan. Saquon, made running backs cool.
Derrick Henry, Gibbs, I would say.
I knew you were going to bring Gibbs in this. Gibbs is not on the same level as Saquon.
No, but he kind of came along in the same stretch where 2 years ago when running backs weren't going high and he went 12. You know how I feel about Gibbs. Second best running back in the NFL.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
I drink a lot of Treehouse beers, very hazy beers, usually around 8%. Yeah, most of my IPAs are in that 7 to 8% range too. Rick, my favorite beer doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if you remember Boxcar Brewing. They had a mango ginger IPA. It was amazing. They went out of business a few years back, but they're my favorite. I'm big in Workhorse right now out of King of Prussia. Workhorse is my favorite right now microbrew beer brand. Gibbs not on Saquon level. Yep, I agree.
He's not, but he's level below.
They're already comparing Ashton Genty to Emmitt Smith. That's a lofty comparison.
He is hard to tackle, but anytime they play good teams, he always, I don't know.
Wow,
Yeah, I'm a big Workhorse fan. I got it in a basket I won at a golf outing, Rick. A 24-pack of it. I've been hooked ever since.
He almost broke Sanders' record.
He did. Barry Sanders, kind of good.
Barry Sanders, I mean, he was okay.
27 yards.
2,628 yards. Jesus. That's insane.
And Genty had 27 yards.
You know what the most insane Barry Sanders tidbit is? That he didn't start until he was a junior in college.
It's crazy.
You know who started? Thurman Thomas. Remember him? For Buffalo?
Yeah, Bills.
He
started ahead of. He played on the same team.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yep.
You're talking to Eagles fans here. The Eagles fans love the Bills because the Bills went up against the Giants, then the Redskins, then the Cowboys in 4 straight Super Bowls. So we rooted for Buffalo every single one of those years. Thurman Thomas was on those teams.
Not win any of those Super Bowls.
Yeah, no, they're not. Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, James Lofton,
Kelly.
Bruce Smith, Jim Kelly.
Bruce Smith. Yeah. Remember that those Bruce Smith commercials?
Yeah.
What's Bruce gonna do? Bad things, man. Bad things.
That was a bad team. I can't believe they never won a Super Bowl. That team.
That team was really
Warren at 10, the Bears, 2 Penn State players going top 10. That'd be interesting. I really thought the Bears were going to try to draft Genty because of their new head coach being such a fan of running backs too.
Warren's the tight end, right?
Yeah, Warren's the tight end from Penn State.
I think the next pick is going to be.
All right, we gained one more subscriber, 505. Still waiting the approval from YouTube to get monetized here. I submitted everything. It's in review. It could take 2 days. It could take a month. Who knows? We're 5 days into waiting for that, Adam. But 505. Let's go.
Hey, tell our friend Kaylin if she's watching right now, please subscribe. Give Phil 506.
Yeah, let's go. 506. Everybody watching, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. The goal is 1,000 by kickoff of week 1 for the Eagles. That's my goal. Jackson, you're on the big screen TV. Waylon says hi. Give Waylon a big hello.
Say hi, Way. Oh, he's nervous.
Oh, man. Occasionally he gets nervous.
Oh, he's pacing.
Who's Way?
Waylon's his brother, little brother.
Mike Rosier is a good friend of mine in my bar most days. Love hearing the inside stories he tells of college and pro football. You get some famous people hanging out at your bar there, Rick. Just wait till you get me at your bar. Then you'll have the real famous people at your bar.
Isn't it? On top of the fridge, maybe.
So who's on the clock right now?
Thank you.
The Jets?
Where's Steven? I thought Steven was going to come on here.
Yeah, I sent Steven the link. He's got the link.
Selfish.
Phil, if you enter the contra code up, down, left.
Oh, Jackson wants to give a shout out to his brother.
Absolutely.
There he is.
Oh, such a good big brother. There we go. Will the Jets take Sanders? I don't think so.
Or Justin Fields. I hope not.
Yeah, I know. Poor Justin Fields.
He's been
Can't
through.
win. Can't win, Justin Fields. No, the Jets do not. The Saints are the next chance for him to get picked. The Saints and the Cowboys. They're your next two chances.
They're only down 3.
I know your bar could not handle. Your bar wouldn't have enough beer for me to drink, probably, Rick. Just that too. That is for sure.
What are we gonna say if the Pistons win? Detroit basketball. Hey, your brother's watching you on the big screen.
I know. They don't want to watch Jason on the big screen. They want Jax on the big screen.
Nobody wants to see this face.
Yeah, exactly. He said, "I say it." Good stuff, Jax. Good stuff.
Good big brother, man.
I know. Jax has more brothers watching the show than I have 3 brothers, and none of my 3 brothers are watching.
Oh, that's funny.
You know what's happening? They're probably watching, and I just called them out, and then they'll comment after that, you know? Or I'll get a text message in a minute.
Minutes after drafting Abdul Carter, Giants GM Joe Schoen says the team is picking up Kayvon Thibodeau's 5th-year contract option. That makes a lot of sense.
That's big breaking news right there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I thought they were going to decline it and trade him, but now they're keeping him. Okay. So that's off the table for us then. Both of our teams that wanted to trade
That makes
for
a
him.
lot of sense, actually, I think.
Yeah. Nice churro flavored cream ale on tap, 12%. Oh my God. You're going to have to call me an Uber to get home after that. Jax is the only one with hair. Yes, that is correct. I have a little bit of hair, just so you know.
Ouch.
I mean, I have a little bit of hair here, all right? Little bit. Jets, Jets.
Said no one ever.
Yeah.
I'm just glad the Jets, for their own sake, got out of the Aaron Rodgers fiasco.
Ahmed Membu, defensive tackle, Missouri.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Improve that defense a little bit.
They need offensive line, too.
Yeah. I mean, they got Justin Fields. He can avoid stuff, I guess. But
line is rough.
World Sour.
yeah. Tyler Warren is disappointed. I don't think he's disappointed. Nobody wants to go to the Jets. I would hate to be a top prospect going to these bad teams.
I always think about that. It's like,
I don't want to go to the Jets.
Travis Hunter, it's like, oh, you're going to Jacksonville. It's not even a good city.
I know. You're going to Florida. You're going to the armpit of Florida, you know?
Yeah. You're not even going to the good side of Florida.
I know. You're not even going to anywhere in Florida. You're going to Jacksonville. You're going to be forced to appear like on like an AEW wrestling show. Remember when I don't know if you ever watched wrestling, but when AEW first started, it was during COVID, so they were filming at some place in Jacksonville like every week. And what's his name? The college coach that coached 1 year, not even one full year at Jacksonville. Yeah. So they did a scene with Chris Jericho walking into Urban's office, and Urban Meyer hit him with a laptop over the head or something like that. Like, that's what happens when you get picked to Jacksonville. Oh, Tyler said he wanted to go to the Jets. Oh, well, I don't like Tyler then if he likes the Jets. Getting close to Howie time. As teams make picks, Howie starts looking. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to see him, Tim, go to 20 and get Malachi Starks. 24, 25 for Walter Nolan. That's my goal.
He says that come
That's what Howie wants to do. That's what I want Howie to do. Carolina Panthers, they need everything.
Ugh. That's still the worst trade in NFL history.
What?
The Panther getting the Bryce Young trade.
They gave him a lot, too.
What? What happened?
Bryce Young when the Panthers traded up to get Bryce Young and they could have drafted C.J. Stroud. Who's better?
The problem with Bryce Young was he needed to sit for a year or two and just hold a clipboard.
I'm not sure if he's going to be that bad once it's all said and done.
If they build a team around him,
He's got the head for it. He just so small.
I think the thing is, Tim, that I don't think enough Eagles fans realize how big of an issue safety is for the team right now. Reed Blankenship's coming up on the last year of his deal, not been extended yet. Sidney Brown hasn't had but 2 minutes at safety.
Oh, Cooper.
Who? Cooper's a slot corner.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he starts at the slot. And he's an outside corner. If he's not in the slot, he's not a safety. I know last year in the draft, a lot of people said he could play safety, but he's a cornerback. So we literally got one for sure thing, and he's not even here long term at safety. The Eagles have one real glaring weakness, and it's safety. But how he hasn't drafted, I don't even know who the last safety we drafted in the first round was. Statistician, if you're watching, Google that for me. Last first round safety the Eagles drafted. Any of the statisticians.
I was trying to think of. I can't even think of an Eagles safety except Brian Dawkins.
Let's see here. Last Eagles first round safety. They've never, in the history of the Eagles, ever drafted a safety in the first round. Never. Interesting. Yeah, no, I love the Kevin Winston idea. Even though he's coming off a partial ACL tear, I think it's a good idea. Tim, Xavier Watt's not bad either. Not normally big on Notre Dame players, but I don't mind swinging for the fences on a Kevin Winston. Kind of similar situation to when they drafted Sidney Jones a few years back in the second round, coming off an Achilles injury. It's a boom bust kind of move. A first round talent falls to the second because of an injury.
The Lions did with J-Mo.
Yeah,
J-Mo wouldn't have been there at 15 if he would have been healthy.
You know, it just sometimes you got to take a chance like that, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay to take a chance occasionally. Last Notre Dame safety was drafted by the Ravens. That's true.
He's a good player.
We all wanted Kyle Hamilton in Philly. We got Jordan Davis.
Lions fans wanted him too.
Everybody knew Kyle Hamilton was going to be good, and he fell pretty far too. I mean, I asked about safety in the first round. According to what I googled, Adam, they've never drafted a first round safety. I thought Reed Blankenship was a undrafted free agent, but maybe it was a draft pick. I don't know. Xavier Watts will be very good. He could be good. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think he's going to be bad or anything. Malachi Starks is just the guy I want. I think he's going to be the best safety in this draft.
Think he falls down that far?
No, you got to trade up to 20, 21 to get him. And I was literally running like 20 mock drafts a day. Not post them, just to see where players were falling to in computer models. And I saw Starks go as high as 16, 17 a few times. So, we got one more. We're up to 506, Adam. He's my counter. I don't know how other people do it. Some channels have counters on their screen, so when things like that happen.
Asked me if it was okay if he took his shirt off. I guess he's done with the podcast.
Oh, well. He lost interest. How he's so good at what he does. He's on the phone. Absolutely.
He asked if he could flex on the podcast. No.
He can do whatever he wants.
Oh.
That's how I get. We got more people shouting him out on the screen here.
Oh, it's your aunt.
I've gotten. I don't get the amount of shout outs that Jax does. Dude. Oh, man. If he wants him, he'll get him. Yeah, that's the way it is with Howie. If he wants you, he's going to get you.
Say hi to your Aunt Brooke.
What kind of look was that?
Jackson likes being on the spot. That's his favorite thing.
Yeah. Who? Tetaroa McMillan, wide receiver, Arizona, going to Carolina Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Any good?
Yeah.
This is the part of the draft where my lack of
a little early for him, but
where my lack of college knowledge comes into play.
There's only 2 good receivers in the first round.
Yeah,
he's one of them.
I'll tell you all the players.
What's that thing around his neck?
So what's the next pick?
Dude, he's Hawaiian, bro.
Is he Hawaiian? Okay.
I don't really know. Actually, I'm just making
The next pick is the Saints. This is where the first chance for Sanders to go.
Shador.
This
Yeah.
is where Shador goes.
It's going to be Eagles picking here, just so you know. Okay, it's going to be Eagles picking.
Shador?
Eagles are trading Tanner McKee to the Saints for
Shador?
pick number 9. That's what it is going to be.
You're gonna pick Shador?
No, the Eagles are going to draft Shador. Yeah, exactly.
How the
With 2 Sullivans on the show tonight, this might be the highest. Yeah. There's
3.
3 Sullivans.
Yeah.
3 Sullivans on the screen tonight. All right.
I was gonna say
My head's exploding with all these Sullivans everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he must be Hawaiian.
He's got to be.
This guy.
Played at Arizona, which is a West Coast school, you know.
He looks like he would.
I know, exactly. There's 3, Tim. 3 Sullivans at once. I don't think the world's prepared for this.
That suit's pretty big time.
Yeah. Most of the suits have been pretty plain, honestly.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Normally these suits get out of hand, in my opinion.
He's skinny though.
Well, Jax is on the show, Jack Sullivan, so it's definitely the best looking show we've ever had, Tim. That's for sure. That is for sure. Picks in for the Saints, but we haven't even gotten this kid out on the stage yet.
Saints are not messing around. That might be Shador, honestly.
I mean, you made the pick pretty quickly with multiple minutes left on the clock.
Who's on the clock?
Saints.
If he doesn't go here, he could go to the Cowboys or the Steelers. That's it. This round.
Jalen Walker too. Jalen Walker's just.
Could be Jalen Walker.
Jalen
It could be Tyler Warren.
It could be.
Go get the tight end there.
Tyler Warren for sure. Well,
It could be.
Well, Tim, he is getting drafted, so
They don't have
we already know that.
Could be.
What's that?
they don't have a quarterback.
They don't.
That's kind of a problem.
It could be that guy. It could be Mike Green. It could be.
Polynesian Player of the Year award winner right here. I don't know if that's a good thing to win or not. Like, there's like 4 Polynesian players a year.
Junior Seau, he was Polynesian, right?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Correct. Best available on ESPN's board: Jalen Walker, Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland, Will Jackson.
I just don't like taking a tight end this early. I know that's
Mikel Williams, Derek Carmen. Man,
this dude's a stud.
I'll say him or
Booger. Where's Todd McShay?
I don't know.
Todd McShay's normally on this panel too, right?
Oh, this is on. It's on ABC, isn't it?
Oh, I'm watching on ESPN.
Oh, I'm on ABC. Maybe that's the problem.
I'm watching on ESPN right now.
What?
Maybe that's because I'm on channel 2 or I'm channel 7. Maybe that's
Saints. Jackson Dart. I would be shocked if Jackson Dart goes ahead of Sanders, man. That would be crazy.
Jackson Dart's got Giants written all over him in the second round, I think.
Says
Absolutely.
Jackson Dart, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Are we sure Jackson Dart's good?
No,
Yeah, I was gonna
he's
say.
definitely not good.
Yeah,
Definitely not good.
I'm just wondering.
Definitely not.
He was like the only one that showed up to the combine.
Yeah.
Shador didn't. Cam Ward didn't.
Usually
We're
guys
up to 507 now. How about that? We keep gaining one every so often. Uncle Eric says hello as well, Brooke.
Uncle Eric says hello.
Yeah.
Say, hey, Eric.
Pay attention.
Say hi to your cousins,
The
too.
family is rolling out for Jack tonight.
Pistons are down 8 again.
Down 8?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Damn it. Eric says hello. You got more fans than both of us.
Saints haven't drafted a quarterback in the first round since Archie Manning in 1971.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
Oh,
I need all these quarterbacks to start going so that some of these players fall to us.
That's good for the home teams.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all standing. They're taking Shador for sure.
I guess. It does look like a quarterback selection. It also doesn't look like they're all very happy in that room right now.
They're all
I
like,
see a guy on the left smiling, a guy on the right smiling.
that's
The two guys in the middle are just
that's the
kind
guy
of like,
that we're all in on. Oh boy.
yeah.
He's in.
This is why we lost.
Are you zooming up to the stage right now on your feed?
What's that? Yeah, we're zooming up to the stage
Okay,
right
maybe
now.
I might be caught up now. I'm on ESPN now.
He just walked out. Get out.
Yeah. I think I'm caught up.
Do, do, do.
Now he's talking. Old man on stage. Kind of embarrassing.
Oh, cousin Lily says hi. You got more fans.
They took a tackle. Kelvin Banks Jr. from Texas. All right.
Oh,
That's a smart, basic move, right? You have a bad team, go get yourself a tackle.
Sometimes the pick does not need to be flashy. If your team needs a lot of stuff, just take the solid guy.
Build from the trenches in.
Yeah.
so
I have no idea who Kelvin Banks Jr. is, but
yeah, neither do I.
How do you know who they got?
He's very happy and crying right now.
He's the offensive tackle.
Adam, you missed it. We're up to 5:07 now. Your counter's off. You know. Oh, no, then he commented. I already said it. You're a moment too late on that one, Adam.
This is O tackle.
That's why everybody wasn't too happy.
they do need offensive line. They need everything.
Yeah.
If you're going to, you might as well just start drafting these big boys.
COT.
Yeah.
Told you.
Oh, let's see. What do we?
Man, I always wanted a kid that knew everything.
Bears take Tyler Warren here at 10, I think.
That's got Ben Johnson written all over it.
Yeah, absolutely. Replace Sam Laporta with Tyler Warren, basically.
Well, they can go. They can play. Yeah, they can play two tight ends, Cole Kmet and him. It's pretty solid. Warren.
7 of the first 9 picks are offensive players. How about that?
You put Warren and Cole Kmet. That's pretty solid.
You're just gonna say 600 so that you don't miss it, right? Is this falling? This is falling so far. 7 of the first 9 are offensive players. If Hallie wants somebody, he can go get them.
This is not first round related, but when do you think Quinn Ewers goes from Texas?
Who?
Quinn Ewers, the quarterback from Texas.
Oh,
he's
late.
Drafted.
Yeah, late.
He's not even in there.
Not even tomorrow. I don't think he goes tomorrow.
He was
another guy.
There's no good quarterbacks, period. Early or late in this draft.
What?
How upset are you if you're one of these teams that needs a quarterback so bad and there just isn't that guy? Jalen
Carter.
Carter.
That's exactly how he's saying. Yeah, Loveland too. I know everybody's torn on who's the best tight end in this draft.
Jalen Walker's going to go soon, I would imagine.
Update on the scheduling release.
I feel like that guy is going to go.
I think bold prediction of the year. I think Lions are going to be visiting Philly in week 1.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe they announce that right now.
For a ratings boost for everybody. The best team against the team that people like. Who are these two?
Who are these two girls?
That's what I just said.
I have no idea who these two girls are.
The one on the left is ESPN, isn't she?
I don't know.
Isn't she an ESPN girl?
Where the heck is Roger?
Roger that.
I have no idea. What's up, K1? How you doing, my man? Kenny Gainwell has not been drafted yet, K1, just so you know. Walker, the Bears.
I don't know. I like sitting in smell of farts while I'm doing a podcast.
Oh, sorry. I can't stop it. Sometimes you just gotta let it out.
Jesus.
May 14th. I gotta write a note. I'm waiting to write a note so I don't forget about it.
That's 5 days after my birthday.
Schedule's out already? I don't think it's out already, Adam.
Who they play is out, but not
who they play is out.
You know the Lions play at Philly, at Kansas City, at Baltimore.
That's tough.
There's another one. There's 4 good teams that they play on the road.
At the Bengals.
And at the Bengals. Yeah.
Dominic, I'm right with you on this one. Blah, 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 blah. I don't need to hear all that.
No, just pick.
Just give us the Bears pick. Come on.
Tight end. Pennsylvania State University.
Okay, so it's Jalen Walker.
Ben Johnson. Hope he fails.
Yeah.
You're going to miss Ben Johnson, Jax?
don't care about Ben Johnson anymore.
Come on, man. He ain't with the Lions anymore.
That little imbecile.
Jax.
Chubby Nimrod.
Hey,
face.
stop.
Ding dong. Ping
I'm
pong
sorry.
ball.
I'm instigating. Too.
Jesus.
Right. That's right. I think Jackson's family is laughing at Jack a lot right now. Oh, man.
Something.
That's right. Rest in peace, Steve McMichael.
Yeah, man, that sucks.
Not just a great football player, but member of the Four Horsemen too.
Yeah. What a terrible story, man.
Yeah, man.
Who's that? The
Steve
great-
Hall of Fame football player for the Bears.
Yesterday, yeah. He had ALS.
What is that?
Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a really bad disease.
Mongo.
Were they selecting?
My phone vibrated and fell over.
They were the Green Bay crowd was booing when the Bears logo went up. Now they're being a little bit quiet right now. You know, like they're ready to boo the Bears, and then Roger Goodell had to bring this out right now. What's up, Jim? If anybody needs a realtor, click on this guy right here. This is the guy right here.
That's
Well,
the guy.
man,
I know
that's
him. I
the
don't even
guy.
know him.
Who's
That's the
that?
guy that put up with me and Melissa for like 18 months till we found our house.
I feel like I know
He's
the
a
guy.
good-
I don't
He's a
even
good
know him.
dude. He's a good dude. Absolutely correct, Dom. Where is Jamo going to go? Bears?
Primo.
Yeah.
Jamo.
J-Mo? What do you
Is
mean?
today your first day?
Loveland went. Colston Loveland from Michigan goes ahead of Tyler Warren. Wow.
He's good.
Yes.
Loveland's a good player.
There's
J-Mo's
three
gonna-
tight ends. Any of them could go. Oh, man.
J-Mo's
It's
gonna
crazy.
stay.
Kind of shocked.
Later.
I really
J-Mo-
thought Tyler Warren would go first.
Primo's staying in Detroit.
Oh,
They're
Yeah.
going for it.
Yeah.
love him.
Wow.
You hate him. Jackson hates Colston Loveland.
Yeah, because he's a Michigan guy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only reason why.
Solid.
He's solid, he said. He's a receiver that plays tight end.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a big one right
That's,
there.
yeah. I'm surprised that Warren didn't go first, but that's the tight end pick is pretty.
Tim, I kind of was thinking that, but I was also not fully paying attention because I'm on the air right now. I kind of got that vibe too. A lot of Walter Payton talk for Mongo's eulogy there.
That's
49ers picks already in.
That's because they're buddies. Walter
Yeah.
Payton and Mongo were really good buddies. Payton's son, Walter Payton's son, Jared Payton, was there when Mongo died, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah, really?
Mhm.
He looks like a wide receiver, not a tight end.
He's skinny.
Yeah, for a tight end.
He's good. He's a good player.
He's not that good.
He's not that good. The analysis.
That's Joe's favorite player.
Better analysis than I can give. All right, 49ers are.
He said that's Joe's favorite player.
I think so.
All right, so the Cowboys can take Sanders
Oh,
in 2 picks.
Language.
Falcons, no. The Cards, no. We might be all the way waiting until the Saints at 18 for Sanders if the Cowboys don't take
The
it.
Saints have the 18th pick, too?
Not the Saints, sorry, the Seahawks. Sorry.
Seahawks.
Oh, Seahawks. They're probably gonna select somebody to replace.
Sanders is predicted 21 overall to the Steelers. Yeah, I could see that. I saw a lot of mocks put on the Seahawks, Adam, as well.
Because the Seahawks have Darnold. That would make
Yeah.
sense, too.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
exactly. Exactly.
Colston Loveland.
He's bad.
He's good.
I don't think. He's
Look at
good.
those.
I think Joe thinks. he's-
Where's this dude from?
Idaho, it said.
Yeah, did it? I didn't hear that. Looks like something out of like Yellowstone or something like that,
Yeah.
that house and all. Looks like the Yellowstone compound there.
The Niners. No.
The luxury being the Niners. You're already a good team, and you have such a high pick. What do? O-line?
I think there's.
Sanders
some
to
sort of-
pass Dallas, Pittsburgh, or a Cleveland trade back. Seattle. I'm going to throw Seattle's name in there, Jonathan, as well. But yeah,
The
That's the most likely scenarios for sure. I think Dallas is just itching to get Sanders so they could try to convince Dion to eventually coach his son.
That was
at Big D.
to Harbaugh. That makes sense.
Which I don't know why. I mean, they still got Dak. If I was Dak and they drafted Sanders, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Wait, who's the Cowboys coach? Why am I head drawing a blank?
Well, they fired McCarthy. Who did they hire? They hired some nobody.
I think Jalen Walker's gonna go next for San Francisco.
All right, we're gonna have to see if he's right or not. It has been a bazoot and hoot kind of a draft so far. Absolutely.
I'm right.
Dang right. Absolutely.
I want to be friends with K1.
Yeah, I want to know who K1 really is. Like, I wish K1 had a real photo, like, of himself. So I can actually see what the dude looks like, you know? I mean, he could be a girl for all I know. I mean, we're just assuming it's a guy.
I think I want to be friends with K1.
Yeah. I want to be friends. I want to put together a Core 12 hangout party one day. Get the whole entire group, the K1s of the world, the Ricks, the Tims, Marshawn, the real Marshawn Lynch. Get them all together.
Your mom sent the video. Oh, your brother's looking at the TV.
I need to say it. Send it to me too. Oh man, it's got to be weird to see my. I don't know. Hopefully they crop my face off the TV. Yes, he did.
You're on there, bud.
What?
You're on there.
Oh man. Do you remember George that used to comment on our shows all the time?
I saw that, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him, but he used to send me pictures.
He unfollowed me.
He would sit and
we were friends.
he canceled his page.
Oh.
And he started a new one with only like 10 followers or something like that.
I thought we were
He was
friends.
getting some big government job in England.
He was from UK, right?
Yeah. He used to send me pictures from his man cave with trending in the AM on his like 65-inch TV. And he would have a because over there it was like 2:00 in the afternoon. He'd have a pint of beer. I'm like, that's so weird. So weird.
Makes you feel weird. It's like when you listen to yourself talk and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, Dak's dead cap hit. Gotcha. Yeah, that's not good. Not at all. Brian Schottenheimer went to the Cowboys. I didn't know that was who it was.
Oh, that's right. It is. Yeah.
We're an hour and 20 minutes in. So another hour and 20 minutes puts us at like pick 25. Still so far away. I don't know how I'm going to stay here till 11 o'clock or so, guys. Sanders is actually popping up on TV. Such a punk. Sorry. I can't stand that kid already. And I don't know anything about him, and I can't stand him.
I just don't like that he got his jersey retired.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
You don't have Cordell Stewart's jersey retired. They finished ranked second twice when he was there. You don't have his jersey retired.
Honestly, which one of these teams even needs a quarterback? Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. That's it.
The Seahawks, yeah.
I mean, maybe the Colts need a quarterback. Richardson's not much. I know they signed Daniel Jones.
The Colts do need a quarterback. They don't like Richardson. So
yeah. I mean, if they're going to go invest in Daniel Jones, they need a quarterback.
Who would invest in Daniel Jones? The Giants.
Exactly.
How'd that work out for you?
Not too good.
No.
Who takes Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley?
Who takes Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley, Jackson said.
No one.
A badly run football.
Did you guys – so you guys didn't – did you extend Saquon already?
Yeah,
no?
We gave him an extra 2 years and an extra like
$48
million. Yeah.
He felt bad because he signed for so cheap.
We got him for 3 years, 30 something. So he had an extra 2 and 40 something.
30, yeah, I think it was 3 for 39, wasn't it? The original one.
Dude, Jim, the Eagles pick is so far past my bedtime. That's why we're not doing a morning show tomorrow.
That's a long time away, man.
Yeah, Tyler to Dallas. Oh man, first they would get Micah Parsons and then take Tyler Warren, Jonathan. That would be rough. Eagles up to 14 with Colts for Goddard to get. Oh, that would be hilariously awesome. The Colts do want Dallas Goddard.
They do?
Yeah, because Shane Steichen, their coach, was here during Dallas Goddard's earlier part of his career. They need a tight end. Dallas Goddard's available. Teams, for some reason, rather go out and sign a tight end to help their young quarterback then build an offensive line to protect their young quarterback.
Right. Which is so weird.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You want a safety valve,
but still, it's hard to play football.
They drafted Mikel Williams from Georgia, first Georgia kid off the board. This is a guy that could have fallen all the way down to like 20-something for the Eagles. So, yeah.
Where's Steven?
I don't know. Goddard 32 and 2/3 next season. That would be crazy.
Oh my
God. How he moved.
It's like
that would be a bold move. Bold move.
You gotta love the Madden trades. I'll give you Goddard the next year's 3rd round pick, and
K1 doesn't want to show his face. He wants to be an enigma. Basically. Cowboys still haven't put their pick in yet, so they're still thinking. They're thinking Sanders. Only Jerry Jones would be dumb enough. Is there a worse owner in sports than Jerry Jones?
Cleveland's owner?
Maybe.
I don't even know what his name is.
The Sixers/Commanders owner?
Yeah, right.
No. Oh, man.
Where's Steven?
I don't know. Did you text him?
Told me he's going to hop on at 9. Liar.
If you got to go to put Jax away, it's good.
Put him away?
Put him away.
You said that in a little weird phrase, but all right.
Sorry. Put him to bed, I mean.
You gotta go put your son away real quick.
Yeah, just put him in the closet. Put him on the coat hanger and put him in the closet.
According to his mother, he does what he wants.
It's a kid these days. Yeah, I think this is falling way too easy for Sanders to fall into Jones's lap.
Dallas doesn't need a running back bad.
Yeah. Well, they need a lot of stuff. They need a new owner.
New quarterback.
New owner.
Pretty much the only thing they don't need is a wide receiver 1.
Pretty much. All right, is this it? Is this the Sanders pick?
If it is, that's a really bad pick.
Absolutely. I'm hoping it is. It should be Jalen Walker or Tyler Warren.
Jalen Walker with Micah? Oof.
Who? Tyler Booker?
Zach Martin retired. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Why?
Offensive guard.
I was just looking, though, because I didn't see him on the list. That's because he already slid across there. Gotcha.
Zach Martin retired. That actually.
ESPN had him ranked as the 51st overall
Oof.
draft prospect. He had an 85 grade on ESPN's rankings.
Oh,
wow.
Man. Oh, man. The Cowboys reached on somebody? No.
I said put him in the closet. Jim says put him in his
crate, yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, it's a smart move to draft a guard, draft a lineman.
How's he running like a doofus?
That's my second double-breasted suit I've seen tonight. Yeah. I think they're bringing back the double-breasted suit coat.
I don't like that one as much because you got there's a terrible lower half of the suit.
Yeah. Looks like almost like, what's the material? It looks like corduroy almost.
You have to take a shower in a minute.
Dominic says he's a day 2 pick. That's what it looks like.
It's what it seems like.
Yeah. But he was there tonight, so he kind of had an idea that he might get drafted.
So excited, too, which means that he's going higher than he thought he was going to go.
Yeah, exactly. Pittsburgh? Probably. Maybe Seattle.
It's a big hug for Goodell.
Yeah. Jerry Jones making more Jerry Jones picks. Hey, as long as the GM at the Giants stays the same and the Cowboys stay the same, we are good to go.
That's actually not a Jerry Jones pick, in my opinion. Jerry Jones' pick would have been Shador.
That's true. That last clip they just showed of him, he didn't look that bad.
Well, he just moved the guy back like 10 yards off the line of scrimmage.
But very slowly.
Yeah.
I love listening to Mel Kiper talk like negative about.
It's hard to take guards at 12. I think, in my opinion, I don't know.
Eagles type lineman. 99 to 91 positions or Pistons fourth quarter. Harris has no points.
Wait,
Tobias Harris hasn't scored
Pistons
a
are
point.
winning?
Maybe you just meant 91 points for the Pistons.
Pistons are losing.
Yeah.
He has no points, really?
That sounds like a typical Tobias Harris night.
Consistency.
Consistently comes up small in the big games.
Oh, he does have 0 points. 0 for 6. 4 rebounds, 4 fouls. Ouch.
Oh, it's a winner of a night for him.
Listen, Unk doesn't show up all the time, just once in a while.
I love that you guys have a nickname for him.
They call him Unk because everybody else on the team is like 23. So
I love it. I love it. It's a perfect spot for him. Help groom those young kids.
He actually has been really helpful to us. They love him.
I mean, that's what he was here in Philly. With all the young players.
What do the Dolphins do here? Receiver?
What pick was it? I'm watching it live on TV here, K1. Picks aren't coming out that early. I'm avoiding the spoilers on my phone.
Lions. What do the Dolphins do here? Receiver? Line?
Tight end.
Yeah.
They're trying to get rid of Jalen Ramsey. Is this where the first quarterback comes off the board? I'd say Jalen Walker, Tyler Warren are both in play, or Will Johnson.
Walker's
ESPN's big board top 3 of Jalen Walker, Tyler Warren, Will Johnson. One of those guys have got to be the pick here for the Dolphins.
Walker is going to be a steal for somebody at some point. Will Johnson's a freaking stud too.
Agreed.
That
is not a crazy statement.
When I said that, I'm like,
yeah, it's not a crazy idea.
That's not the worst thing.
I mean, how do you continue to invest in Tua? I mean, like, how do you let Tua continue to play?
Once you get the concussion when your hands do the weird thing, this guy's so excited.
He's going to Dallas. I mean, why wouldn't you be excited to go to a team that hasn't won a Super Bowl since 1995?
I was going to go on day 3.
I know.
He's running through the back. Oh, it's hilarious.
Kyle, come on now.
Yeah. I miss Kyle. We haven't seen him in a while. Justin Sook kind of tearing up the Corn Ferry Tour.
Yeah, I mean, that's something to be proud of, tearing up that Corn Ferry Tour, right?
He was like, oh, he's tearing it up. He's the next big thing. I'm like, you're not allowed to be the next big thing when you were already on the PGA.
I know. When you lost your PGA card.
It's not.
I'm not going to give you eye contact, Kay, when I'm watching TV here, right?
That means eye contact?
Yeah, he always wants me to give more eye contact to the camera. It's very hard to look at the camera up here when the comments are down here and the TV's over here.
Just ask Melissa what happens when you get the eye contact. That's how he got hurt.
That's true. Fudge.
I just choked on my beverage.
Oh, man. We're getting closer to Starks or Mike Green from Marshall for the Birds. I'd prefer Starks.
I want Mike Green on the Lions. So,
yeah. You need pass rush help more than we do, man.
I would love Mike Green for the Lions.
Yeah.
I don't think he lasts that far, though.
No. What are the Lions picking at? 28? 27? 28.
The pick is in for the Dolphins. I think this is Warren.
Yeah. It's one of the top 3 picks. Our guys left. Draft working out well for Eagles to get Walter, Nolan, Starks. Yeah, I mean, it's fallen. This is what happened last year.
If the Eagles get Jalen Walker, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
What if the Eagles trade one ahead of the Lions to get any of the guys you want?
I would like Jalen Walker on my team.
That's what I'm saying. What if we trade up one spot ahead of you to get him?
That would happen.
Yeah. Jalen Walker's there. Why was it, Tim? I saw a bunch of people talking about him falling down draft boards. Why was it?
I don't know either. Those Georgia guys, they always come with some off the field issues.
Yeah.
They're all studs, though. You guys draft all of them.
Yeah.
You guys draft all Georgia. We draft all Alabama. Which is
nothing wrong with that.
I'm
I
okay.
always say there was one Eagles beat reporter before the 2021 draft, Ed Kratz. I love him. He's been on my show many a times. Great guy. And he asked Howie in a pre-draft presser, when are you going to start drafting kids in the early rounds from big schools like Alabama and Georgia and whatnot? And since then, every first-round pick that he's made has come from a big-name school.
Which is funny because the Lions are doing the same thing. You Terrion Arnold, Branch, Gibbs, who else? JMO. Like there's oh God.
That's how Jalen Walker's going to fall to us because they're going to draft the Lions.
If we draft Dart and you guys draft Walker, I'm done. I'm going to be an Eagles fan from now on.
Oh, man.
People keep sending me screenshots of myself on the screen, and it's making me feel weird.
It's so weird.
Like I'm always making some dumb face.
Yeah, that's the way it works. That is how it works. I think Roger Goodell. Why don't you just give Roger Goodell a chair to let him sit out there? Why does he got to keep walking back?
At least he's got comfortable shoes on.
I hope so.
I'm so stupid. Thank you, Kyle. Because he's getting picked by the Lions.
Kenneth Grant from Michigan already? I saw people predicting him falling out of the first round.
That's early.
Yeah, that's an early pick. It's another reason why Walter Nolan's
guys
going to fall.
Are so excited when they get picked. That means because they're he is a tween.
He got is that his girlfriend there sitting with him?
Got some crosses on his jersey. Or his suit, I mean. Daniel loving it.
I can't stand the Dolphins coach.
I can't stand him either. I was just about to say the same thing. I was just about to say the same thing.
I just want to, when I see his face, I just want to like punch him. I don't know why.
Little nerd is what he is.
He does. Like, have a cheeseburger, dude. Put some weight on, man.
Imagine Dan Campbell in a fight with him. He would just squash him.
Colts are in. Or Colts are taking Tyler Warren.
Oh, Colts are not messing around. This could be Shador, too. You think it's Warren?
I think Tyler Warren to the Colts here.
Sorry, we got a shirtless Jackson in the back for.
That's all right. Seen worse. Better than me being shirtless on the show. So
that would be unfortunate for everyone.
There's one time, and I don't even remember who I did this for, but I did a podcast appearance for somebody, but I was on vacation and I forgot about it, and I was in a hot tub and my phone was beeping from the guy. It's like, yo, you're not on the show. I'm like, oh. So I just opened it up on my phone from the hot tub and did my appearance from inside the hot tub. And you can see like my hairy chest just coming out of the hot tub bubbles and all.
Not to be
so bad.
We also have a hot tub moment when that dude asked us how we knew each other. And I said, we're business partners. He's like, oh, we're in the hot tub.
Oh, man.
Sometimes I say shit that I'm like, God.
East Coast is the best time zone, Kyle. Damn straight. Who the Cowboys take? The Cowboys took guard. Yeah, Booker. The Cowboys guard from Alabama, who's a day two guy. What's up, mister? How you doing, my man? Glad. A couple of people pouring in late here. Do you guys think that there's real scouting, but GMs get overhyped? Big news, big team.
Everybody's trying to make the splash, I think. Don't you?
Yeah. Everyone's always trying to be the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't need to be the smartest guy. Sometimes you just take the easy pick.
What pick we at?
Central? I don't know. I'm so I just like you, Kyle. I've traveled the world, and I always found it weird when I was in other time zones with football and stuff like that. So
Central is pretty good too, I would say.
I say Colts.
How close are you guys to the Central time zone?
Chicago.
Like at what point is Chicago where it switches?
Yeah. So 4 hours,
What
5 hours.
pick is that?
14.
Tyler Warren to the Colts. That takes Dallas Goedert to the Colts off the board.
That's a good pick.
A very good pick. Guard from Alabama. Tyler Warren to help their which quarterback's he helping out though? That's the question.
It's got to be Richardson. It can't be Daniel Jones, right?
It's got to be.
Well, you can't feel that good about that if you're Richardson.
He's like talking on his phone. He doesn't even look his family don't look excited. Like
Grandma's like, I thought you were gonna go 7. What the hell?
There's one lady in the back, probably is like aunt's like his like second aunt or something like that, was like going like this. What was it? It's a smart pick.
He's got some Laporta in him.
Yeah, that touchdown he just showed wouldn't have been a touchdown in the NFL, but
right, correct. I was thinking the same thing that you said. That's funny. Oh, that was a good catch.
That was a hell of a catch right there.
He got rocked right after he caught
it. Concussion protocol on that play.
That's one of those stingers that you're like, oh god, everything hurts.
Oh, look at him run a quarterback sneak too.
You see that play? What was that in the college football playoff when he lined up at center and they threw him the ball?
No, I did not see that.
He threw it right there. See that?
Yeah.
Lefty.
Jalen Walker to Atlanta.
This is it right here. He lined up at center and he went up for a pass. Against USC. That's what it was. Imagine
not very good. All these plays are shown on. There's not much great defense against them. Honestly.
No, the center snaps it and streaks directly down the field.
Imagine like
K1. It's because Michigan's got a good football program. You know, unlike other schools in Michigan.
We do.
You know. All right. So who's on the board now?
Hey Jax, how fun was that last Michigan State football game we went to?
not fun at all.
Is that the coldest you've ever been in your entire life?
When was the last time we were picked 15 of the draft and only one quarterback's been taken?
Cool. Hasn't it been 4 years in a row? There's been
multiple
quarterbacks.
Atlanta needs to work on their defense and their offensive line.
Defense, really.
Can I take one right now?
Your mom's calling you. Or call your mom.
Finally, they're happy in that household.
What the hell?
All those kids are like, yeah. Like they have any clue. Another commercial.
We've gone 15 picks in 2 hours.
The hell? This is the problem with it. I miss the days when the first round was on, like the whole draft was just Saturday and Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, go back to that. I don't need this. No, Adam, no morning show tomorrow. There ain't no way I'm waking my butt up at 6 o'clock in the morning. No way. Not happening. Not a chance.
Hold on one second. Did you see Jackson on TV? Was he stinky or nice?
All right, who's the next pick going, guys? Everybody watching, by the way, while Jason's out here, like, share, subscribe, please. Well, somebody, Rick already said, Adam, the Phillies are sweeping the Cubs. I disagree. Phillies lose 2 out of 3 against the Cubs. That's my prediction. 2 out of 3 lost. Falcons, Cardinals, Bengals, Seahawks.
No. Talk first, and then shower. Cause.
It's a bracelet.
Tell your mom that we got her, your teacher, a gift.
We got Miss McCraw a gift.
The only place where, yeah, well, your opinions matter.
That and Fairway to Heaven.
Yeah. The point is, everybody misinterprets where your opinions actually matter. It doesn't mean I have to agree with your opinion or like your opinion.
Right.
It just means it matters, right? That's what we really are getting at here.
I texted Steve. He did not respond.
No. Might get. Actually, I think I can look at something real quick. think he's doing work with another channel too.
Selfish.
In general.
Selfish.
Channel I'm not the biggest fan of. So let's see here. I can find it if they're live.
He's just leaving trivia night from dinner. We stayed longer than expected.
Oh. They are actually not live on that channel.
I'm going to text it back selfish.
I know, selfish SOB. How dare you? Likes and shares are free, and hitting that subscribe button does not cost a dime. That is correct. 507. The Golf Masters final round was way more fun than this, just because it wasn't past my bedtime.
Well, and also was a little more quick moving.
I mean, when golf is more quick moving than the sport, then that's a thing. Absolutely.
Still a good time.
100%. Baseball season's already over, mister. I'm so over it right now.
It's been a disappointing year for the Sixers and Phillies.
Sanders got this whole big crew there for a party, and yeah. I don't see where's Dion? I don't see Dion anywhere.
Coach Prime.
Wow.
It's because she goes to
It's football season. Who's watching the Phillies? It's April 20th, April 22nd, whatever, 24th.
All right, Falcons pick is in.
Who's it going to be?
Jalen Walker.
Yeah, that would make sense, actually.
Jimmy Clausen. Look at that. He had Jimmy Clausen ranked as the seventh. Oh, man. Brady Quinn was bad. Chad Pennington to the Jets.
Brady Quinn was bad, but I think Jimmy Clausen was worse.
Jimmy Clausen was, I think he was the second overall quarterback taken that year in the second round.
He was supposed to be a stud, too.
He was a Notre Dame kid, wasn't he?
Yeah. Remember, he was like the highest rated recruit ever.
Bad. Well, I mean, it's hard to watch the Phillies right now when they're not actually on TV because they're not playing. Don't forget that. Dan Marino in A3. Did you ever watch the ESPN 30 for 30 on that quarterback class that year?
No.
That was
Elway,
Jim Kelly, John Elway.
Yeah.
What?
That was Elway, right? Yeah.
Yeah. When Elway threatened to go play baseball instead if a certain team would take him. And
He
there's
did.
an ESPN 30 for 30 on it. It's really entertaining. Really good watch.
The Colts picked him, didn't they? Originally?
I forget.
I think so.
Oh, man. Eagles talked to, yeah, it's not that. There's zero chance to that rumor, Adam. Zero chance.
Too many dollars?
No, it's because that's not what Howie, since Darius Slay in 2020, hasn't traded for any player not on their rookie contract. And Howie's building a team of young players.
Actually.
You don't need a $25 million, 30-year-old cornerback right now. Adam, I don't even know who's coming up with those rumors. Whoever they are, aren't making sense with it. They're just saying stuff to get clicks. Jalen Walker to the Falcons.
Yeah. That's a really good pick.
It is.
For a team that doesn't do anything right, that's a good pick.
Next late show, beers are on me. All right, absolutely. Next time you're in Philly, Kyle, you got to come up here to the house, and we'll do a show together here in my studio. That's what we got to do. Jalen Walker, yeah. Cardinals are on the clock. They need defense, too.
Defense, offensive line.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he wasn't going to fall much further. I know people said he was, but he wasn't going to fall.
Yeah, he fell far enough.
Jalen Walker to the Falcons.
What's up, Barb? We've been on for the whole first round. So we went live, 7:45? Over 2 hours straight, Barb. How you doing? We're hoping the Eagles pick soon by trading up, hopefully. Arthur Blank looking a little old there, isn't he?
Oh, he's like 90, isn't he?
It's true. But I had this old guy that comes in my pizza shop all the time, and he came in tonight. He's 93 years old. How this guy drives still at 93 years old when he can't even remember his name or what he likes or like anything. But dude is when you bring up the Phillies to him, he's sharp as a knife. He knows exactly what to say about his baseball. I mean, that's it. 93 years old. I'm like, he told me that today. He's like, you don't know this, Phil, but I'm 93. I'm like, I know, but you don't look a day over 92. And he just like looked at me like he didn't get the joke.
He just looked at you like you're a dick.
Pretty much. Phillies, Indy, Sixers should have, yeah. Cardinals get Cardinals? No, Cardinals aren't drafting Sanders. No way. Cowboys might be a last place team now. Huh? I don't know. I do like the what the Giants did so far.
I think they kind of
Ramsey is
Cowboys got worse.
Ramsey is washed. My dad's mom drive till she had a. That's
God. That's probably not good.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy. I mean, he went to leave, and when you pull up to the front of my pizza shop, he just like pulled a Yui in the middle of the shopping center parking lot, and another car was coming. He just put his hand out like this to like.
I'll do what I want. I'll do what I want.
I'm 93. I can do what I want.
Yep. I'm gonna put my kid in the shower real quick. All right.
Yep. It's all good. I got my favorite people here to keep me company. They don't care at all at this age. I mean, I don't care at my age either, but that's a different subject at all. Totally different subject. Guys, if you haven't already, please hit that like button and that share button. Most of you have already subscribed, but we are up to 507. Got 16 likes on this video so far. Would love to have been at like 20, 22 so far. So please hit those like buttons, those share buttons. I cannot eat right now, Barb. I've been picking on soft chocolate and I mashed potatoes. I had a tooth pulled today, and it is. I can't believe I'm still alive right now. Over 2 hours into this, because my mouth hurts so bad. This cracked tooth had to come out, but it didn't want to come out. It is killing me right now. So no pizza today. There's someone who brought season tickets for half price because his new girlfriend said she likes the Phillies and she dumped him. Oh my God! All right, we're getting there, Anthony.
Sounds like
long way to go. Long way to go to 1,000. So I'm hoping by kickoff week 1. Arizona, please don't select one. Oh, that would piss me off so much. That's the guy I want if we're staying pat.
Steve's coming on. He's on his way home.
Means I got to stay awake long enough just to have Steve on for a little bit.
Dude, there's like 2 hours till the Eagles pick.
There's no way I'm making it till 11:30 tonight. There's just not. I'm gonna be a cheater. I am. I was gonna go get some soup. I was, and then I ran out of time.
Is Barb the only lady that watches your shows?
Regularly, yes.
Regularly.
There's a couple other that pop in occasionally, but Barb's a core 12er. Sanders to Seattle. Yeah, I've suggested that a couple times, Peanut. It's Seattle or Pittsburgh if he's going in round 1. But yeah, I had a bowl of mashed potatoes for lunch today. That's what I ate for lunch today.
Did you really?
I mean, I needed something soft to eat with my tooth, so.
Did you put gravy on them?
No, basically, they were instant mashed potatoes. We use them for we do like a pierogi pizza during Lent.
Sounds delicious.
It's like mashed potatoes and onions, like a pierogi on a pizza. It's really actually a good way to eat a pizza. But I had 1 packet of instant mashed potatoes left over, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna cook them, and that's lunch. Soft, so no chewing. To answer that, I got my next 2 right here, ready to go.
What time? 10 o'clock?
9:30 if I pushed it really early. 10 o'clock's about the next time I can tell.
It's 10 o'clock in 8 minutes, so you're good.
I was trying to push it a little longer than that if I could, just so that gets me through the entire night and stuff like that. Oh, my bad. My apologies, Kyle. Any guests lined up for next week? I have not reached out to anybody, but I'll get some of the Eagles beat reporters on over the next 2 weeks, Adam. Oh, before he even said it, I saw the W coming out of his mouth. That pisses me off. That was one of my favorite picks for the Eagles right there. First time I'm upset right here in the draft. Man. Honestly, it's a great pick. Upsets me a lot. Yeah, Jonathan, not happy with it. Not happy with that at all. That was somebody that had to come to Philly, man. Him on the defensive line with Jalen Carter would have been pretty special.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a good pick for them. They need that.
Yeah, Jonathan. How dare Jonathan Gannon? We got him a Super Bowl, and that's how Super Bowl appearance, and that's how he treats us. Like he hasn't heard that. Yeah. Okay. The Phillies disgraced themselves in New York. Yeah, they did.
Cody Clemens.
They really did. They really did.
He's been cut by both of our teams.
K1, I think you're a little behind on the feed because I made the bad joke like 10 minutes ago. I think you're a little backed up on the feed there. Man, watch that Walter Nolan tape. He would have been so good.
That was a good play, man.
He would have been so good on our defensive line with Jalen Carter. So here's the thing. Here's a question just in general with GMs and executives and all. Guy like Walter Nolan, say he's your top one of your top targets. He goes a little earlier than you expect. Does that make you panic and trade up for somebody else quicker?
It sucks because when somebody goes earlier than you think they're going to go, I feel like you do panic by nature.
Yeah. I mean, Howie doesn't panic. Howie's not a panic guy.
I think your average GM
right.
does.
Like, you got to think that like, there were a lot of teams in that 25 to 32 range that thought they were going to get Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
Does one of them panic now and make a trade up?
That's what you need. Or that's what I hope for as a guy who's picking later. I hope we get a run on something that we don't need.
Like the Bengals are up next. I mean, but I'm looking at teams like the Packers, the Vikings, the Texans, the Rams. They all need like a Walter Nolan type. Do they panic? I don't know. That's what you have to hope.
About the Bengals. I feel like they're a team that is in no man's land. They
suck.
So much money tied up in those receivers now, and it's just like Trey Hendrickson's still a free agent or not signed, I guess. It's like what do you do if you're them?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're stuck in that weird like 15 to 19 range where you're not in the playoffs, but you're not horrible either. It's like
Barb, if I'm the Eagles, I'm trading up right now to 18, 17, 19, whatever, and taking Starks. I would just do it, and it would be great. Sorry, Jim. I wanted him to, and I do want to go to bed soon, but not yet. Got to wait for Steve now. Sorry. Steve's making my ass stay up.
Steven. Damn it, Steven.
He's Stevie tonight, okay?
It's like a little brother, Stevie.
Got to get Jackson another little brother. Go get him a little Stevie.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
You know, your wife hurt my feelings with her joke last week, so I don't want to talk about it. I've told that to every person I've come in contact with in the past week.
For those that don't know, my wife made the best joke there was. Basically said that Jax'll, find love first.
Oh, 7-year-old kid's gonna find a wife before I do, which is what his wife said.
Doc, what's up, my man? Better late than never here with the draft party. Everybody that's watching, I just want to say thank you because there's like a dozen Philadelphia content creators doing watch parties right now. So where we were the only ones doing a Masters one, there's a lot of choices. So you spending even 5 to 10 minutes with us here means a lot. Make sure you hit those like, share, subscribe buttons up, please. Happy draft night. That's right.
Your stud muffin of a host over here, Phil Stifle.
You mean Jax?
Oh yeah.
The ratings went down once Jax went to take a shower. You know,
Jax stepped away. He's in the shower.
Yeah. So the show fell to pieces very quickly.
The whole family left. So
yeah, basically. Oh man, Bengals pick is in. Let's start rapid fire in these picks.
What do you do if you're the Bengals now? I don't even know what you do. Defense?
If you're losing Hendrickson,
they don't know.
Eventually,
he's going to retire, so who knows?
Yeah. You don't need a wide receiver.
I think you need defensive line if you're them, I think.
Defensive line or another offensive lineman to try to keep Joe Burrow upright.
Yeah.
Trenches. Too many teams build their teams back.
You don't have any money for any more skilled position guys, so.
That's true. Cornerback off the board, maybe?
Yeah. They need defense.
Thank you. A couple days ago, but thank you. I like to try to keep it trimmed up, especially come summertime here.
He's such an underrated stud, Muffin. We know it.
Stop. I tell my wife I got a secret stash so I can get out of town with my girlfriend all the time. My wife's the only one that approves me to have a girlfriend.
My wife's the only one that approves for me to have a girlfriend.
She says it's okay. No one went off the board, so everyone draft simulator. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody's draft simulators are wrong all the time. All the time.
Except Daniel Jeremiah. He's the only one that gets them right.
I bet you. I would love. Let me see. I saw it earlier. Let me see if I can pull up Daniel Jeremiah's and see where
His
he was
draft
at.
is always really accurate. That's a lot of people in the draft.
Yeah.
I like how Shefty's got the hooded sweatshirt on over the
underneath the jacket,
underneath the suit coat, but over the shirt.
I won't lie, it's actually pretty nice. I like
It's
it.
genius, actually.
I like the blue.
Pick is in. I'm going D-line.
All right, so let's see
D-line.
here. He wasn't too right on a lot of these guys. Interesting. Shador Sanders?
Oh my God. That's the only pick I'm going to tell you is not going to happen right here.
Shamar Stewart. I heard the shh. I'm like, oh, it's going to be him, actually.
Oh my God. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
D-line.
That's your replacement for Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Pistons lost 118 to 116. They made it close.
Can't get over that hump.
My wife and I, Duck, always say we're too, why would we ever get a divorce? Because then we'd still have to live together for finances. We still have the pizza shop together. And so we would just have to be together. We would just be friends with benefits anyway. So
together
for
all the wrong reasons.
Exactly. And divorces are so damn expensive,
Not going to comment on that at all.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm
going to say that's a great pick for the.
Yeah, it's a good pick. He was one of those guys that could have gone anywhere in the first round.
Yeah.
Like he could have gone sooner, he could have gone later, whatever. Seahawks, do they take this is your first chance to get Sanders off the board?
God, they need a lot. They don't have any wide receivers anymore.
No. The Legion of Boom's falling apart.
Legion of Boom. I think they're all
since he wanted to trade down, no takers. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's. We had the big bold trade at the beginning, which was a joke.
This is good.
Yeah, that's it.
Now Hendrickson's going to go to the Lions now, so that's good.
Go for it.
DK
take a 30-year-old. Seattle need receiver. No more DK.
No more Lockett either. Lockett signed with.
Lockett signed yesterday or today. I can't believe Gannon took Nolan. Howie trading down for sure. Oh, if I stay awake all night and he doesn't pick a pick, I'm going to be so pissed off. For sure.
It's another double-breasted suit. That might be even a triple.
What's with the double-breasted suits?
I don't know. I like that pick for them, though. I do.
Yeah.
Hendrickson come to the Lions now.
Yeah, you wish. Yeah, go for it. I would love to see what?
They've been trying. They've been trying for like 2 months.
I mean, that's what a bad GM does. Goes and trades for a 30-year-old overpriced guy, Good GMs look for, youth and energy and cheap, I keep hearing Shamar and I keep thinking it's Shador.
Shamar Moore.
It's true. Gotta have those glasses on. Can't show those red bloodshot eyes, right? I don't know. I might not be wrong on that. Had the glasses on to cover up bloodshot eyes. He kind of didn't really wasn't a man of much words there. You're good. couple guys there don't look too excited either about the pick. Another 15-second commercial break.
Hold on. I have a little man that's yelling to me.
He could, but he could not also. We'll see. This is one of the spots he could go. 18-21 to Pittsburgh, K1.
Oh, God. I go in the bathroom to get him out of the shower. Everything's wet. The whole bathroom. I'm like, what happened?
I mean, that's just the way a 9-year-old works, right? Make as big of a mess as, or 8-year-old, whatever.
7.
I mean, he acts like a 12-year-old, but
He
you
does.
know, he's got the football knowledge of a 20-year-old.
Why is the floor wet? Why is the toilet wet? Why is the sink wet? What are we doing?
Gray Zabel, guard. North Dakota. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Yes.
I didn't want the Eagles taking another North Dakota State person.
That's who the Lions were rumored to have a lot of interest in.
We already had one North Dakota State person, Carson Wentz, not work out, so we don't want another one. So all these teams try to trade back, K1. If I'm Howie, I'm trading up. I'm getting Starks and calling it a night.
State. No.
Yeah, I do remember this, Barb. I do remember this so much. And it's not even close. 20 minutes later. Oh, look who's in the green room. Finally.
Yeah.
Later than ever. Better late than never. I better change the background here. What's up, Mr. Steven Fuentes?
What's going on? How you guys doing? How
we
we
are
doing tonight?
fantastic here.
You missed Jack stole the show.
Yeah, Jack stole the show. Jack's literally
As he should.
Gave me 3 subscribers in like 2 minutes because of his good looks and his knowledge and whatnot.
And he's walking in with the towel. I'm like, geez, whiz, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's how you get the clicks.
Yeah, it's all about whatever gets the clicks, yeah. So here's the question.
I thought there'd be more trades by now.
What kind of trivia were you doing?
I didn't even know it was. We were just doing what we normally go out to eat with her dad, with Megan's dad. And so we're sitting there, and then this guy hands us 2 or 3 like cards. And I was just like, what is this? He was like, oh, it's for trivia night. He was like, are you not staying? And I was like, oh, why not? Like a round or 2, right? And we ended up winning one of the rounds. Go figure. Megan's dad's a big Jurassic Park fan. Was 3 minutes off. Yeah, it was the tiebreaker question was how many minutes is the first Jurassic Park movie, and it was between like us and 3 other parties, and he was like 3 minutes off. So big Jurassic Park fan. Who knew?
I just watched that at the pizza shop the other day.
Know what I'm getting him for Christmas?
Yeah, a dinosaur.
Yeah. The original.
Oh my God.
Had to get my Capri Sun.
Sorry. It wasn't even that funny, Jason.
Oh, that was good.
It wasn't that funny.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
Steven, sorry. We've been live for almost 2.5 hours. So.
I know, I see that.
The jokes are really getting a little rough right now.
That is funny.
Oh man, I don't think it was that funny, Jason. Oh,
so how's this draft falling?
Oh shit!
Boring as expected.
I thought there'd be more trades by now.
Steve, it took 56 minutes for 2 picks.
I know. Long, slow, drawn out. But now we're getting to the range where the Eagles could theoretically trade up if they want to.
They're not gonna trade.
And some of these picks, Tyler Warren not being the first tight end, it sucked because at the restaurant they didn't have the sound on, obviously, because of trivia.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there having to watch, and it's like, oh damn.
The Browns trade was great for the Browns. We both thought terrible move from Jacksonville.
Yeah, Browns got another first and a second too. That's a good trade.
All that does for Jacksonville is put
Seats
butts in the seats now.
Yeah.
Talk about a team that doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
And no Shador to the Saints. Oh, watch out. Here we go.
Sorry.
What was that, a flick of the ear?
No, he sneezed.
Oh. I thought Jax attacked you.
Oh, he turned right towards me when he was about to sneeze.
Oh.
I can have a cookie, but I already brushed my
You can have a cookie.
Dang.
I'm sorry, that dinosaur comment was funny.
And then the wide receiver from Arizona going
Yeah.
That was
to Carolina. Yeah, that was.
Early.
You can just see the team. I mean, this used to be my team for a long time, but you can just see the teams that have no fucking idea what they're doing. Like no plan, no nothing.
Even the tight end pick for who that was Chicago, right?
Bears, yeah. Ben Johnson loves his tight ends.
This is an interesting comment here. Sanders and Tomlin in Pittsburgh together wouldn't get along. But you have to have a certain type of head coach to even draft Sanders, right? I like this comment, kid.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Is Tomlin overrated as a coach? I mean, they make the playoffs every year, but they don't win playoff games.
No. I've heard other people ask me that. And I kind of agree.
I feel like he is. I feel like the window is like 8 to 10 games. Never.
Because Marvin Lewis was like that, wasn't he? Wasn't he a consistent guy
at least Tomlin
get you
has
to the
won
playoffs?
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Marvin Lewis never won.
Marvin Lewis,
anything,
it's kind of the same thing. Like super talented team, make the playoffs, never win playoff games.
Tomlin is overrated. Can Tion draft? Well, Tion had to take the job with the Cowboys, and he would have been drafted already.
I think he might slip to the second round.
Who, Sanders? Yeah, I mean, he could. He could. Day one, I do want to go to bed. I'm exhausted.
Big Ben.
You look at the teams that are on the clock. None of them really need a quarterback.
Tomlin is not overrated. They need a quarterback to really get something done. It's interesting. It's an interesting thought. It's been a while. Oh, there's Dion finally on the screen with his kid. It's the first time we've seen Dion on there.
So I don't know if this question was asked by you two before, but you're a player getting drafted, you get invited. Do you go or do you stay back in your hometown and have throw a party?
It's risky because unless you know you're going to be like 1-1, you might be waiting there for a while.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
There's only two.
But don't worry, Steven. When Jax is in the NFL draft, he's bringing me and Jason to sit in his green room with him. Jax is going number 1 overall. Abuko.
Yeah, I don't need to be invited. I just want some swag.
Oh, okay, you want swag? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, swag is always good. Swag is always good.
Tampa Bay grabbed the wide receiver,
which is weird, kind of. That doesn't seem like that makes sense.
Dion put a lot of hype, Barb, into his son. It's not happening for him yet.
It's just me, or is that a strange pick for the Bucs?
It's funny that
they lost one of their wide receivers. Didn't they lose Godwin?
Godwin, yeah, but still, it's
because he won't be there until the tail end of the season, probably, if that.
That's another slot guy, though. Really, that's what Godwin plays.
Everyone always said Justin Jefferson in the draft could only play the slot. That's why so many teams passed on him. So
Amon-Ra, same way.
Yeah.
Jason, how this has fallen for the Lions. How do you feel?
We just need an edge rusher. That's what I need. What's the dude's name from Mike Green? That's what I want from Maryland. Marshall.
I don't know. I think they had a need at wide receiver too.
You guys might take Shador at this point.
Who? The Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love Sanders as my backup quarterback.
Quarterbacks in the league.
All right, we're finally into the 20s here. Oh my god.
Yeah, that is the rough part of the first round. I think they could cut it down. I think they could cut
a long time.
the clock.
They could. Or the commercials. Or the sidetracking thing. Zoom in and see what's on those screens there. I wonder what kind of tabs are open.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Him and Mike Evans are going to be
shit.
Be a nice little combo.
Yeah.
I guess he already signed with Adidas. Everybody's wearing Adidas shirts with his names on it.
He's a stud.
Torn ACL waiting to
I
happen.
thought that girl was going in for a kiss there.
Steve, what do you think about that guy? He's a stud, right?
Who?
The Ohio State wide receiver.
Yeah. He's what?
He's a monster.
Top in Ohio State and just about everything in the program, I think.
Yeah.
Who?
Barb, it's so slow, Barb. So slow.
Jeremiah.
But every first round of the draft is like this.
You're saying that
Jeremiah Smith is a freshman, though, isn't he?
But he's better than Emeka. He was like the 10th best player in college football.
He just called Jeremiah Smith the 10th best player in college football.
Oh man.
Oh, he might be right.
Yeah. Jax knows way more than me about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say he knows a lot more players than I know. So
I'm still hoping for Malachi Starks.
you and Phil both.
Trade with the Broncos right here.
They're not gonna take
Or Xavier Watts. I wouldn't be opposed to Xavier Watts.
I'm not trading up 12 spots for Xavier Watts.
Carlson.
No.
Whatever.
Xavier Watts, if he falls and they stay at 32 and he's there, I think if you trade up for a safety, it's got to be for Starks.
You guys have the luxury of needing like two positions. That's helpful.
Yeah.
Like you don't need that many things.
Because we're good.
Yeah, I know you won the Super Bowl.
And I think they'll they'll add
another quarterback.
Barb, Jason's son knows more about football than everybody and us everybody in the chat and us on screen combined.
Did you say that Deion's son is mediocre?
Yeah, did he?
Did you? What'd you say about Deion's son? Mediocre? Shador?
What?
Oh, he has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. It's past his bedtime, too.
I think he is accurate. I mean, he's accurate. I just don't think he's going to be anything special.
It's 10:15, bro.
No lie, I'm normally in bed watching The Family Guy at this point on a normal night.
Oh, absolutely.
I was gonna make
Gotta watch Late Night Family Guy before I go to bed.
Like 7 jokes right there, but I decided not to.
Yeah, okay. I'll just say the word dinosaur again and get you a roll.
Ah, that was funny. I'm sorry. You guys didn't think it was funny. I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was one of my weak jokes, but
it got me. I don't know why.
It got you.
Late night.
Still getting me.
Past 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I've been up for like
the
18 hours.
Did you guys catch any of the first round of the Zurich?
No. What?
Oh, I was locked in.
People watch that?
Oh, absolutely. What's his face? Isaiah Salinda and Velo shot a course record. So front 9, they either birdied or eagled the whole entire front 9.
I like Barb too. I'm in on Barb.
That's sick.
She's good people.
Barb, are you single? Jason.
Not what I meant.
You on any date naps, Barb? I want to see pictures of Jason's profile.
Jesus.
Future QB1.
Oh man. This is true. I thought Josh Simmons was a pretty good player too. Can't believe he's still there. Best available.
I always do love seeing how these these organizations. You can see why they're so bad. Like you said, Jason,
It's like there's a lot of them now. It used to be like just a couple. Now it's like there's like 10 teams that have no chance.
Yeah.
It used to be us for like 30 years.
Oh, Gilly isn't in the Eagles. He's with Dion. He's at the Dion draft party.
Is Bo Nix the real deal? Do we think?
I think so. I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good for a few seasons.
Oh man.
Oh wow! Hey, there we go.
What the hell is that? Oh, Make a Wish. Sorry.
Would go into a draft be on your guys' bucket list for anything?
No.
It was in Detroit last year.
Yeah. It was in
That
Philly a
would've-
few years back, and I didn't even come close to going.
What about you?
No. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I've never really gotten the hype around like potential. Like unless you're getting like the number one pick.
Yeah.
But then again, like just to party on a Thursday for the number one pick, it's just
I'll be honest. I don't want to go anywhere that 2 million people are. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want to
No.
go. I don't want to go anywhere. Period. Anyway,
No.
I could sit here in my basement for the rest of my life and be very
He's
happy.
got bad knees, so he's not going. So remember when Steve said that about the Eagles parade? I'm
Is
not
that the
going.
first cornerback that's gone?
Yeah. Pair him with Surtain. That's a good pick. Nice suit for the young fella.
Corey Simon. And there's a name from the past. Anthony. Yeah, agreed with this, Barb. I'd rather not go to the draft to win a Super Bowl anytime.
Barb is on fire.
Yeah, Bo Nix is the real deal. He's going to get a huge serving. Yeah, I was high on Bo Nix last year. He was one of my favorite quarterbacks in the class last year, Doc.
That division is just brutal.
yeah. And he was older too coming into the league.
Yeah. 24.
He played.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played a good amount in college. So
Still,
big
I have a
baller.
comp on this guy that just got drafted. People aren't going to like this in Denver, but Carlton Davis is his comp, I think.
Who?
Carlton Davis. He played for the Lions last year.
This might be the
Here we
Deion
go.
Sanders pick right here.
Super good in the run
Sanders.
game.
Yep.
Even though I do love the comment to him with
He almost
Tom
has
not
to go
working.
here. Mason Rudolph's the only QB on the roster.
I mean, they could take Jackson Dart here.
True.
I saw on Twitter, I was scrolling through, and Max Crosby had Sanders on his podcast, and he asked him who are going to be the best quarterback and wide receiver combos next season. And one of them was, he goes, whoever's throwing the ball to DK Metcalf and George Pickens is going to be up there.
Oh.
So maybe he knew something that if he's there at 21, they're
Let's
going
just
to
put
take
more
him.
chaos into an offensive room than put Shador, DK Metcalf, and George Pickens. What could go wrong?
They're talking to somebody on the phone.
Hard knocks. Hard knocks.
Yeah.
Hard knocks.
What could go wrong?
Up the
Some
pick is
smiles,
in.
but it don't
Here we
look like
go.
they drafted a quarterback there in that room. Who's Jackson Dart on that couch? I don't see any actual quarterbacks on that couch.
In the black?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Is that bad? I don't even know who he looks or what he looks like. Honestly,
I really
Doc,
thought
you're
there'd
not
be
wrong.
more.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't agree with that comment.
It's the ego for me. It's just the
The ego.
Too
Exactly.
much.
it's
You haven't done anything.
That's why I didn't like Caleb Williams either.
You haven't done anything. At least Caleb Williams won the fucking Heisman.
in the fact that they had their numbers retired and everything
Yeah.
at Colorado
Well,
already.
Stewart doesn't have his retired, but
Oh, I forgot Skylar Thompson's on the Steelers.
I don't even know who that is.
There's a winner right there.
God, Will Johnson's still on the board. That's going to be a good pick for somebody.
Is that the first
Derek Harmon.
DB
Man,
taken?
It was.
The last one was
Wow.
Derek Harmon.
not Shador. Shador falls out of the first round now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to trade
Yep.
back up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be
Browns.
Yeah.
Or no.
Harmon's going to be a good
Or
player.
does a team like the Rams pick him when they know that he could sit for a couple of years?
Maybe.
or does Jacksonville somehow find a way to trade back in and select Shador, make a trade with somebody
Did
for
they just-
Lawrence to get out of there?
I was going to say
and
they just
compare
picked Lawrence.
Hunter and Shador with each other in the NFL.
I mean, it's a good pick, Pittsburgh, Jonathan.
This is why I love the draft, though, too, because it just shows everything leading up to it. No one really knows
Exactly.
what they're talking
No one
about.
has a clue.
Mm-mm. Unless in this case, really, only thing anyone knew was that Cam Ward was
Yeah.
going, and that's because
We didn't know he was.
Tennessee.
We
But
don't know if
after
he's
that,
good or not. We don't know if he's good or not.
no,
We just
no,
know
but
that he.
that was going to be the pick. But other than that,
Oh man. Oh.
Oh my god, that was a great comment.
There's some interesting ones tonight.
Oh,
The freaks come out at night.
yeah, that's what you get for doing a show at 10:30. You know what I just realized? You haven't taken a bathroom break yet. It's impressive.
I'm sorry. Is that a?
I just
Do you
took my
count how
second.
many times I potty?
Huh?
Do you count how many times I go to the potty?
Well, yeah, during the Masters it was like 12 times. So
Because I was chugging beers. I had like 9 beers on that Sunday. I'm not even halfway through my second one. I'm not a 2-year-old. I don't need to wear a diaper.
I just peed for the second time, so I have to stick.
although
how- Every time you
Although,
get up,
can you
I think
imagine?
you're going for Jack. So
No, that time I was going to pee.
how'd you guys
I
feel
might,
about
I might have to get up soon.
Oakland,
The Raiders.
Vegas, the Raiders taking a running back that high?
We were
I don't
talking.
like it.
I think the consensus between me and him was he's a good player, but you need
Yep.
a million things. That's like a luxury pick for a team that needs 100 different things.
Yeah,
You think
I
he's
thought
gonna,
he for sure would drop out to at least 10 or higher.
is he going to be a star? Do you think
A starter.
a star?
I can see him struggling the first year, and sophomore year having a good year, kind of like Bijan.
Over under career wise, over or under Josh Jacobs?
Under.
Josh Jacobs
Under?
not even done his career yet, though.
No, I'm just saying like
No,
yeah. I was thinking as a Raiders guy.
and still
Over, you're saying, or under?
under. I don't think Gentry's ever going to lead the league.
I mean, they were talking about Dion or
yards.
Emmett Smith. They were comparing him to Emmett Smith. When he
Yeah, I'm
was
like
there.
that's
They literally showed more Emmitt Smith highlights than they did Genty highlights.
Who did nothing against Penn State. He didn't. They played a good team and he sucked.
It's just different in college. You get to those guys get to pick, where they want to be and who they want to play with and stuff. For the most part in the NFL, this is who you have to work with, and until further notice, this is your line. So
I missed this comment originally from K1, but
it was a good comment.
Just imagine like if your team really needs a quarterback like the Steelers, but they'd rather have Mason Rudolph than you as a prospect. What does that say about you? Nobody wants Sam Darnold. Seahawks would rather Sam Darnold than one of these guys, Yeah. The Jets, Justin Fields. The Lions, Jared Goff. I mean, seriously.
Was he like fourth in the MVP voting?
Dude, I'm a Jared Goff guy.
That makes one of us.
I like Jared Goff. I always feel bad for him.
I feel bad for him too. He's like
the way he got ditched by the Rams so easily.
Him, Justin Fields, you kind of feel bad for these guys.
And there's no one who Pittsburgh could go out and trade for. Maybe Kirk Cousins?
Tanner McKee. Oh, it's 10:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kirk Cousins would actually make a decent amount of sense for them. God, not a receiver, please. Yeah. Unless James was gone. Will Johnson here? San Diego? Or LA?
Oh, he was hyped going to Dallas, wasn't he?
He's a Michigan guy.
I was trying to page through Twitter looking for things and stuff. And speaking of going to Dallas, Micah Parsons was doing a live stream, and he'd weird ass reaction to who they drafted. Who the heck is that?
Yeah, they drafted that guard, right?
Yeah. But then his dad, if you don't know, Micah Parsons' dad's tweeting all the time about stuff, always causing problems and all. And he said that the Cowboys tweeted something about the Cowboys are the worst organization ever.
Well, and Micah Parsons hasn't been happy for a year there.
No, he wants to come to Philly.
I'll take him.
I mean, they might fall, Duck, but I wouldn't wait. I would just go get them.
I think this is
nobody wants to pick in this first round. So it's not going to cost you that much to move up some spots here.
No. Is the quarterback class for next year supposed to be stacked?
Arch, man.
If it's everyone's going to be better than this one, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah. This is bad.
I hope Mike Green drops to us.
Yeah. The Lions and the Commanders really need edge, and so any of those outside guys will go to one of those two teams.
Cardinals got a good one with Walter Nolan. That was a good pick by them.
Yeah.
Definitely a little annoying there.
Yeah.
A little annoying. I dressed my guy. He's a little annoying.
Oh, I am too. My mouth hurts. My gauze needs changed on the inside of my mouth.
Oh shit! That's right. Bored. You got. How'd that go? How you feeling?
Extremely. I'm really struggling through the last 20, 30 minutes here.
I like how every trade offer includes Goddard. You guys don't want him, but you think other people want him.
We love Goddard. No, we love Dallas Goddard in Philly.
I know, but every trade offer has him. You think that there's a huge market for him.
No, we know. It's just all jokes. We all know he's not worth a 4th or 5th round max.
He's worth what he gets, though.
The tooth did not want to come out. It was a very rough extraction today.
I did chuckle though at your tweet about how you said about a punch card.
I mean, I'm serious.
I laughed out loud at that a little bit.
I've never had a tooth pulled. Knock on wood.
It sucks. It's basically they just numb you out and they just yank it out.
Yank that
Like
shit.
they literally just pull with all their might and rip it out. And sometimes, if it's depending on how the tooth is, the root's very easy to get out. Today, this one, while the tooth was really bad and had to come out, the root was really strong, and that's why they had problems with it.
Sounds awful.
It is. Yeah, we love
Well,
guys.
that's what hurt.
This Detroit guy doesn't know what he's talking about, Doc.
That's what hurt about the trade with Jags and the Browns is that Abdul Carter then fell to the Giants.
Right.
So I agree with Duck. You don't or Jonathan. You definitely don't want the Commanders to get Imawari.
It's just simply a financial thing with Dallas Goedert. Most people realize that. I just get a little numb and I just tell them to rip it out. Though. Normally, it comes out really easily. This is my 4th or 5th one in the last couple of years, and this is a bad one.
I remember when I got my wisdom teeth out. I got my tonsils taken out, and then like 4 weeks later, after my tonsils were healed, I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Another running back going. Chargers drafting a running back.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. They don't have a running. J.K. Dobbins is not it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they were running back by committee too. That Justin Edwards,
Well, Dobbins got hurt every year.
More running backs have been drafted than quarterbacks. Just as a reminder, right now. What's that say?
He was a good back too.
Yeah, he's good.
UNC.
Commies. Is that what you guys call the Commodores? Yeah. The commies?
The commies.
Ouch.
They are commies.
They're
owned by a commie.
Can we just go back to the Redskins? That would be better.
I know. Seriously.
Well, now that Snyder's not there, that tribe wants it.
Well,
yeah, I heard that.
They want it back.
Scumbag.
And Josh Harris is a scumbag owner, and people just don't realize it. He would do it just for the money.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Would if they go back to the Redskins and they go back to the old logo and everything, would then the WFTs or would the Commanders then be the throwback?
I don't know.
Well, it's like the Indians, the Cleveland Indians. Like, stop being the Guardians. Just go back to the Indians.
And everyone still calls them the Indians. I always accidentally call them the Indians, and then
bad name Guardians.
I've less trouble with the Indians than I do the Redskins.
See,
like I call them the Guardians every time.
Well, the Guardians is way worse of a name. I feel like
it is, but I'm saying it's for some reason I don't struggle to remember.
Yeah.
Call them the Guardians. I struggle to call the commies the commies.
It's because the Phillies play more games.
I don't know.
And they could come up more.
I don't know.
Steven's always thinking. What did the Packers do?
They're on the clock right now.
What a boring draft room.
Yeah.
Defense. Corner.
Agreed, Doc.
Right.
Yeah, I always said this too, Bob.
Yeah, and they still do though.
Yeah, the Braves still do
for
that
every
too.
game.
Yeah.
I
here.
We're not changing it.
Are you guys watching on ABC or on ESPN?
I'm on
I was
ESPN.
on ABC. He was on ESPN, and I realized that ESPN was faster, so I switched to ESPN.
Oh, it's faster. Okay. I'm on ABC.
Because I was on ABC, and I was like 5 seconds behind Phil.
They just brought out some food to the College Game Day crew. Some wings. Oh, it looks pretty good.
Go, Pack, go. Shut up.
This just makes me miss college football so much more.
I hate college football, so.
Oh, come on.
There's actually 2 trades tonight, K1. There was a trade before the draft started.
That was actually a good tweet. The one you passed by was actually a good comment, too, I feel like.
What?
About the Chiefs beat. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. There was one other trade. Don't forget that.
Do you know that this is the first time in NFL history that all the teams had their own pick to start the first round?
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool. We got 5 picks till the Lions pick.
Yeah.
Mike Green's still
Still
on
got
the
9.
Mike Green's still on the board. We need it. God, Packers fans are so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
My kid passed out. We lost the 4th member of the team.
What will ever happen? The trending after dark.
With the stars, a 7-year-old.
Does he stay up? Does he stay up on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, he will. He had school today.
Oh
so.
wow! I don't know if you guys care or not, but Memphis is almost up by 30 on OKC right now.
Really?
I don't
The
even know where
second quarter,
any of
yeah.
the series are right now.
OKC is a large favorite in that series.
Yeah.
They're up 2-0 in the series, but I was shocked. I just flipped over to see them up by 25 now. I was like, holy shit.
Pistons lost. That one hurt.
What are the Packers waiting so long for here?
What do they pick?
Yeah, with the amount of
Corner?
players available.
Yeah.
Jair's kind of always hurt. Maybe a corner.
Yeah. Somebody to stop the tush push instead of trying to get it banned.
What they're going to be talking about that again. What is it's on YouTube, but you got to research what year, like a 2000 what 22 or 23. You got to research old. Go YouTube and search what 2000 and 2001
I thought you were going to go over
NBA
the
Finals.
Iverson step over.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, dude, that's where only playoffs.
Still aren't making this pick.
Why does it feel like this pick is taking like a half hour?
Yeah, it really does.
It's all to get these commercials because for all we know, the pick is already in.
Right.
Yeah.
And now they're just still like, oh, whoa, you guys turned this in a little bit too
You
soon.
gotta make it last this whole time.
Work it down the clock, work the clock down a little bit. Get these camera views of this of the home.
Yep. I'm a Barb fan.
It is kind of like setting up a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Setting up the draft wherever they're at.
Pick is in 45 minutes later.
I know.
Who do they have come out to announce it?
I don't know. They had a whole bunch of people out there before the draft started.
Charles Woodson.
Matt Matthews. Well, what's the linebacker?
Clay
Matthews. Yeah.
Dorsey Levens, running back.
Dorsey.
I was trying to think of the most random guy I could think of.
I remember playing with him in Madden 98.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
Yep. Like Madden 94.
When Madden was still on the cover.
Yep. Yeah, it's just taking fucking an hour. Quite far.
Yeah. I'm just stating now. I'm just gonna raise my hand.
This could
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. We're ending the stream.
Dude, our teams might not even pick by 11 o'clock.
No, they're definitely not picking by 11. I can't
Yeah,
do
not
this.
if they
I'm
do
falling
this.
asleep here.
Not if they.
My mouth is starting to throb really bad. So it really is. Like I'm having trouble. My tongue, I feel like it's swelling.
What dedication? Are you going on tomorrow morning?
No.
As soon as
I worked all day today too.
As soon as Steve got here, his mouth started to throb. So, Phil's. Sorry, that was too much.
All these dinosaur jokes.
I know.
That was good.
Who the hell is this guy?
I don't know. Packers president, CEO.
Oh God, this is who they bring out to get the crowd pumped up.
First of all, does anyone really know their team?
Packers CEO.
We're gonna take.
This is 100% accurate. Yep.
Yeah.
What happened with your? I don't know if you talked about it. What happened to your music? You got a new
yeah, I changed up the intro and outro music. So the music, wherever I got it from, I guess it was copyrighted. So as we're monetized, now I had to switch it up to a non-copyright music.
Bop tulip.
No more tulip.
Dang. My God, fucking pick.
Patient much?
It said grit. The line. There was a Lions helmet that said grit right in front of his face.
Look at all those phones. I'm still laughing at Doug's comments. It looks like a shitty country concert.
I guess they really wanted a wide receiver.
Lions.
They were pumped about this one.
Lions worked him out the last minute.
Yeah.
They need a wide receiver one big time.
The Lions?
No, the Packers.
Not
the Lions.
Exactly, K1. They already have 4 number 2 wide receivers. Do they need more?
I was gonna say.
It's a good call. This guy's a stud though.
Looks like my New Year's Eve jacket there. Just mine was blue. That's also
the
double
one on your cruise, right?
Yeah. That looks double-breasted too. I think that's our 5th double-breasted jacket.
He kind of looks like a younger version of Eazy-E.
Yeah.
RIP also.
Yeah, that is just way too many people there for a draft.
We're not going to stand for the Lions pick.
And most of them are there for this pick.
I'm fading here.
But they're happy.
Yeah, Jason.
We can go now if you want to go now.
I was trying to just pick a nice round, set number,
A what?
Like a set
for the
number.
OCD.
What did you say the first time?
Nice round number. Like the 0 in a 11 o'clock.
I'm shocked there's not as many trades happening with how many good solid players are available at positions of teams that need some of these guys.
You don't think Golden's a 1? Probably accurate, actually. The thought was that the Lions would take him and then trade JMO.
Not drunk again. Not at all.
Yet.
No.
I can see Golden literally falling right in line with Wicks and Watson.
I was gonna say, he's got Watson written
all those guys.
Yeah, he's got Watson written all over him. Oh, but he's a deep threat.
Vikings picks already in.
See?
Yeah, they're in the same boat as Phil. They're like, let's get this show on the road. What the hell's taking so long?
We've been waiting for 4 goddamn hours.
This is the first draft pick to talk to the crowd.
Well, yeah, hometown team.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I can't wait to get torched by Amon-Ra next year. Wait, no, he's a receiver. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, you break my heart, Duck, with those comments back to back. Yeah.
Rolling down the street in my 6'4".
I did not
Yeah,
know
but
that.
back to the Zurich. I just felt like I had to play some bets and everything. The Hoygaard brothers are I placed them and they're sitting in second place, one stroke behind. So
Steve was crushed when Billy Horschel withdrew yesterday.
Yeah.
oh, I was livid.
He was so upset.
What a shitty
I'm just like
position to
sit on
put
the edge of my seat
Hoagie
here.
in.
Said pick in for like 5 minutes now.
We're gonna do a 3.5-hour podcast, and neither one of our teams are gonna pick.
I knew this was going to happen too. And I knew I was going to try to give it a shot all the way to the end, but I knew there was no way I was going to make it. Getting up at 6:30 in the morning, working all day, 2 surgery, and this. It's just too much.
A warrior.
Small guy.
That wasn't even that great of a move there.
No, that was terrible coverage.
Like that was great defense by that cornerback, actually.
That was awful defense.
Yeah, that was really good defense. Did you see CJ Gardner trying to get number 8
No.
off of Michi from the Texans?
Did he?
He was saying, he was like, I'm gonna need to get that up off you. And I'm thinking in my head, like, man, you're not even talking to the guy. You just got to the team.
I like how he's on a
This is
different
probably
team.
why.
1 year
Yeah.
at the team. 1 year. And then out. 1 year.
As much time as I got, Barb, I'll make sure I do it. When the Eagles play late at night, we'll do a live watch party during those games.
This pick has been
Well, the opener, right? The opener will be.
Absolutely, it will be.
All right, who we got?
Another guard off the board, Donovan Jackson.
That's a good pick, actually. Steven's team.
Yep. 2 of them off the board. He looks like a Vikings fan.
He does. Yeah, he really
He
does.
looks like definition of a goddamn Vikings fan.
Minnesota farm boy. Oh, traded to the Giants. This is going to be Shador.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, yep.
I kind of have to see the numbers on the
That's
screen.
actually so. If you end up with Carter and him, that's a good first round pick. That's a good first round for them.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out. So what was it? It was their second round pick.
And a fourth, it sounded like.
And then a third next year.
Was it a fourth or a third?
A third next year.
Oh, okay.
I just forget what there was a second pick this year. Do they take Sanders here or they take Dart?
You love Jackson Dart.
No, I just love the Giants making dumb mistakes.
Well, they did draft Daniel Jones and then pay him.
34, the 99th,
Sanders
and then
don't
a
look
third
happy.
rounder
So maybe
in
it's not
2026.
Oh, Deion's so upset right now.
He is.
Man, they're gonna take this bitch over him.
It'd be pretty
That
messed
is
up. I mean, he doesn't have a big toe, right?
That is Jackson Dart, the dude that was in the bucket. He's getting picked right now.
I do.
He's getting picked right now. He's taking pictures. guy's got Will Levis written all over him. He's getting picked right now.
It's hilarious.
He's hugging everybody. Oh my God, Shador's not going to be a first-round pick. That's hilarious.
Cleveland's gonna. Yeah, I like the idea. They're gonna trade with Cleveland.
That'll be talked about more. Him not going in the first round, if that's what ends up happening, then
Exactly.
with some of these guys.
Hey, sometimes you can win a Super
get
Bowl
picked.
when you're drafted in the second round.
Yeah. Let that be the thing that drives you. So humbling experience, and
I was
then
just
let
saying
it be
because
what.
of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, it's definitely dark.
I'm glad I stayed awake at least till 11 o'clock.
We're going to get off the air 2 picks before the Lions pick. That hurts.
I can see Baltimore picking Mike Green.
I can see the Rams picking Shador, to be honest. It's like a Stafford replacement in a couple years.
Yeah.
1 or 2 years, maybe.
1 or 2, yeah. Well, definitely. I'd like to see Stafford go out with a nice little run.
It's hard to not like Stafford.
Lose to the Eagles in the playoffs.
Again.
Yeah.
How are you feeling if you're Shador? There's a Stafford commercial. You're Shador. Do you think you might go to the Giants the first time and then they pass you twice?
Dang, they traded.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to the Giants. No, they passed on me 2 different times.
I put that blame on Dion. Put too much, like media circus around him.
But it worked for Travis, so I don't know.
Can you compare what LeBron did for Bronny to get him onto the Lakers to what Dion has tried to do
Interesting
with Shador?
Shador probably has more talent, right, than Bronny in his sport. Because Bronny should be a sophomore at USC right now. Phil doesn't want to talk about it.
Sorry, I was reading a bunch of things that the Eagles were trying to trade with Green Bay there to get that spot. There's like 9 or 10 different tweets of people saying the Eagles tried very hard.
Board, isn't he?
What's that?
Your safety's still on the board, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to the Ravens.
This is the range. Yeah, Pierce is who I agree with Rick.
I'm just reading all these things right now. There's so many like trade rumors starting to float around, so I was trying to read some of them.
Yeah, it's definitely not Sanders.
No, he's watching the TV.
He's watching highlights of himself. He's the only person that's watching highlights of himself at his draft party.
This is a Jackson Dart pick, isn't it?
Looks like it.
He's very happy.
Why would you want to be happy and go play for the Giants anyway? On terrible AstroTurf.
They don't have a running back, right? They have running back by committee. So wait, now you got Dart, Neighbors.
That's about it.
That's it.
That's all.
And that's it. And Abdul Carter on defense.
He's a beast.
With like 3 guys they want to trade for. They want to get rid of.
Oh. It's official.
Wait, are we sure Jackson Dart's a good quarterback?
No, he's not a good quarterback.
I saw him play like probably 6 times. 3 were awesome and 3 were fucking horrible.
I feel like the Giants think and want Jackson Dart to be this year's Bo Nix.
Yeah. Been around for a while.
Yeah.
Been around the world.
I think he was he a fifth? I think he was a 5th year, wasn't he? So he's older.
Yeah, he had 3 at Ole Miss, and
Yeah.
and I don't know where he was at before that.
Pick is in for the Rams, apparently.
Oh, Rams pick is in.
Sean McVay doesn't fuck around. He knows what he's doing. Oh, traded to Atlanta.
Oh, the Atlanta's
Oh.
back.
Quarterback? Just kidding. They just collect quarterbacks.
Safety.
Yeah, somebody else just said that, man. This takes it. Wow, if that's what it is, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm really pissed when this is safety here. Start.
Oh.
The Falcons traded their first round pick from next year in this trade to move up. 46, their second round pick this year, and their first next year to move up here. That's a lot.
That is a lot. For a pick in the late 20s?
Yeah. They must really like somebody.
Yeah.
Who's that going to be?
That's available. What do they need?
Everything.
Corner from Michigan?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You don't really need any offensive weapons, even though I agree with Barb, Kyle Pitts being a bust.
Did you see that? That's that third Ole Miss quarterback taken in the first round, Archie and Eli being the first 2.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. That's good company to be with.
That's pretty good. Oh, God. That last tweet or message?
What?
They're using Hurts as a comp? Fuck out of here. I used Will Levis as a comp for this. Good arm. You're like, wow, he's athletic.
He's gonna
I was hoping Sal Pal.
crushed
He's
in.
the same traits as, and I was hoping he said Daniel Jones.
No. He's probably better than Daniel Jones. Never draft a quarterback that wasn't really good in college, first off. Yeah.
These traits in Dart he saw in Josh Allen. Okay.
Oh, fuck, get the fuck out of here. Because he's got a big arm?
He's gonna get crushed in
he's
New York and
just because he's got a big
the
arm.
media, the fans.
You know who else had a big arm? DeMarcus Russell.
All right, folks. I think we're going to wrap this up here. I'm tapping out. Didn't quite make 3.5 hours, but hey, thank you all for tuning in. Jason, thank you. Steven, thank you. Everybody have a great day. We'll be back next week. We'll recap this stuff just so Jason can hear the outro music. I want Jason to hear the new music real quick. Everybody have a good night. Go Birds.
Dude, I heard it.